Audio test audio. Okay. Alrighty. Stream's looking all good and stuff. I actually need the stream share link so I can notify the people. Here, copy link. That. Now we notify stream announcements. Gatekeep streams. Boom. Got that. Now we launch the stream music. 1K when? I don't know, depends on when people subscribe. Blah, 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 blah. Load the stream music. Come on, stream music. Load, please. Thank you. And yep, volume is correct. We're good. So we put the live stream and we are streaming. We are up and running. Look at that fucking... Look at the megasphere behind me. Also at 1K, you get my resource pack, which looks like this. I drew this stuff myself. I'm fucking proud of it. Okay. Look at... Just look at this. Look at how big this sphere is. It's so obnoxiously ginormous. It takes like 2 rockets to get to the top of it. By the end, it's gonna take 3. Why is that at the wrong height? Okay. But yeah, we got this giant fucking sphere. 160 blocks diameter, horizontal and vertical. You can see it horizontal. It's crazy to fly around inside of here with the elytra. It's insane. That's the nether portal. That's gonna be a whole base built around there. There's gonna be a sphere built around the base. Oh boy, well, start the replay mod. And oh, we're at 46 FPS. My frame rate does not like that. My frames don't like when I look down, which I have to do a lot of in order to build this thing. Like when I look away from it, we're doing great, and then I look at all the glass while I'm streaming and oh, we're dropping sub 60. Yeah. Yeah, this is quite something. Quite something. But last time when I streamed this, we were like down around there. And now, as you can see, I've done some work. I can't even really call it off-camera work because I did replay mod it all. And I've exported all that replay mod footage. I haven't edited it to get I haven't gone in fucking DaVinci and put it all together yet. I really need to learn to not procrastinate and just like edit as I go, because I have a lot more fun when I do it that way. but I just never do. See, just look how expansive it is in here. There's so much of it. Also, because people have asked, no, this is not a reference to the Vegas sphere. Actually, no, we do purple. I do first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is not a reference to the Vegas sphere. Sorry, I wasn't there. No worries. Yeah, 1K when my... Did you answer my other question? The only question that's appeared in the chat is the 1K when, which is when everyone who's not everyone who's watching, because probably not that many people are watching, but when people start to be sure to smash the like and subscribe button. I voice cracked there. You heard nothing. No. Yeah, 1K just whenever we hit it. Probably not anytime particularly soon unless I get really lucky. Or unless my MCCR application team thing gets accepted. All of this, it's because I don't have to like switch items for this portion. And Lightmatica sometimes won't switch items correctly if I go too fast. So that's why I have to do it like this. It's slow and it's weird, but we roll with it. But yeah, this project's been huge, and I haven't even gotten to like the functional. It's annoying because the sphere, it's big and it's repetitive, but like inventory management's a lot easier and it's not that complex of a structure. It's just there's so much of it that it gets tiring quickly. Whereas the actual base part, there's a lot more variety in like building blocks, and I have to do all the item filters. Like there's less stuff to do, but the stuff that you do have to do, there's more of it. It's about the VOD that you did with a texture pack that has balls in it and changes. Oh yeah, that question just didn't appear in the chat on my end for some reason. About the VOD that you did to do with a texture pack that has balls in it and changes all the... I did a video once where I just did that because I thought it was funny. Yeah, giving me access to 3D modeling software can be a little bit too much power sometimes. You're being sometimes. Most of the time I just use it to like 3D model ceiling fans. Actually prevented by the easy place mode, my ass. Just look at how big the sphere is. Like, it's just so big. How many hours have I... Yes, I wanted that download. I feel like that was in the video. I put a download link in the video. Yeah, I'm recording replay. I've spent, I want to say like 6 hours total on this sphere, not including resource gathering. Like this is just based off what the replaymod time lapses tell me. It's the total amount of time. So yeah. Stream's probably gonna be another like 1 to 2 hours. It's usually about an hour and a half that I spend for each sphere session. Like, I don't just grind the sphere until I want to, like, once I feel done grinding the sphere, which is usually like after an hour and a half, then I'll kind of stop it and then relax until later in the day when I do feel like grinding the sphere again. I don't know. Guess when the download got takedown, so I said, oh. Yeah, I'll have to look into that later. And there we are. Oh no, it's 3 rockets. Unless you fly up here really smart, it takes 3 rockets to get to the top. Also, did I mention that this is being built, that this is gonna go up to build height? The 1.18 build height? Yeah. That's happening. Whee! Scratch my neck, my armpit, because those itch a little bit. Yeah, we're just building this. I will say this, I think this will be worth it when it's finished, but good lord, I don't think I'm gonna be building to this scale again for a long time. Because man, it's exhausting. I remember when I first like started, I thought like, oh, material collection phase is gonna suck ass for this project. But then building it will just fly by quickly, because I'll have all the resources, I just gotta place them. And honestly, I was not correct. Yo, Tron's here. Yo, you there? I am here. There's probably a bit of stream delay, I don't know. I set it to like as little stream delay as there's physically capable of being. But I can't tell my internet or you guys' internet to be better. Yeah, we're just building a giant sphere. But yeah, I remember thinking like the material collecting process is gonna be the worst part, and no, that is just not correct. The actual building is, I guess they're kind of annoying in different ways. This takes longer and it is more, this like it takes longer to do building, but I already have all of the resources on hand. So, yeah. I mean, the sphere is over halfway done, which is pretty nice. I don't know exactly. It's hard to estimate exactly how much is done because you can't go based off just height, because like each height has like a. But based on the shulker boxes of like based on how much glass is left in all the shulker boxes, we're looking all right. We're looking like we're making some pretty damn good progress. And actually, I've been making some quite good progress, because I've only been working on this for, like, I think this is day 3, but I've only done, like, a handful of hour increments each day. So you know what, I'd say I'd say I'm making good progress on this. I'm not gonna chat because I'm playing something with half screen, true. Well, your presence is enough. This is a sphere for sure. I don't really have much riveting commentary. Oh yeah, on August 10th my school year starts back up, so that is actually how far away is August 10th? So let's see. Let's see, let me Google it. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked, I know. Samsung internet. My cousin. I said your presence is enough. Man, that thing's big. That's what she said. How many... I spelled how wrong. How many days until August 10th? Weeks. 14 days until my school starts. Which, honestly, I'm not dreading it. Probably for the first time ever. Like, it's gonna be kind of like, school, but like, I'm also still no 1K pack, well, still no 1K subscribers, so we gotta hit the milestone before we hit the pack, you know? But yeah, so my school started 2 months ago. RIP. But for like the first time ever, I'm not like dreading school. It's just gonna be kind of like, I think it's generally gonna be like mild inconvenience, but also I'm kind of excited to like get to meet new people and whatnot. It is not cool that school should be called unschool, true. But I don't know, I'm kind of excited to like, my goal this year is to try and like meet more people. It's kind of weird. I've probably told you all this story on stream. I feel like I would have had. I feel like I have to have, because it's kind of a big part of the rmbu lore. But basically, last school year, what I'm gonna do 64. No. Basically, the lore is last year at like the very end of the year, like I met this girl and she was really nice, and it was I don't know, it was just generally enjoyable, and I liked her a decent amount. So at the very, I basically kind of like was working up the courage to like initiate conversation with her on occasion, which for me that's a huge, like, that is not a thing I've ever done before. So for me that's kind of a huge deal. So I basically, no, I didn't. We're getting to the end of that story. Yeah, basically, magic, you introvert, true, I very much am. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. But basically, so I kind of like initiate a conversation with her. I basically sort of just gaslit myself with logic that like I basically just gaslit myself with the logic that like it's gonna be scary, but you're gonna regret it if you don't try. So I was like, okay, fine. So I basically just gaslit myself like talking to her, and like basically how the last week of high school works is you only have like 1 or 2 classes each day. For the past 1 year, I just feel like I'm used to some trash. That is, well, that's not good, and also not accurate. But basically, so on the second to last day of school, which was the last day that I would ever see her, I kind of like, I'd been like prepping myself up like, I'm gonna ask her if she wants to hang out over the summer, because I mean, if she says no, then it's not going to be any different than if I hadn't tried. Like, I'm just not going to see her again. But that would have been the result anyway. It's just, now I would know for sure and I wouldn't regret it. And if she says yes, then it's good. So I basically just kind of gaslit myself with that logic. It was scary as shit. My heart rate was at an unreasonable level. But anyway, I asked her if she wanted to hang out, and she was like, oh, I'm busy for like the entire first part of the summer, but I have your number. I'd given her my number a while ago. So she was like, oh, if I'm able to, I'll like text you. And I kind of knew that was like, okay, yeah, we're just never gonna talk again. Like, I kind of just knew that, because at that point she had my number for 6 days and hadn't used it once. So like, at that point you just kind of know. But after that, I kind of had the revelation of like, oh, I kind of want to be like, talk to more people and be able to, I don't know, maybe have that same process with someone else, but maybe yield successful results. I also just kind of generally want to more talk to people, because then after that I kind of was at because then after that was summer, and it's like, oh, I didn't really meet many new people, and I didn't keep contact with any new people that I met, so it's kind of like, I had a whole year and didn't accomplish much, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of, after that, I sort of had the revelation of like, oh, I think I want to, like, try and be more social. So, like, I'm planning, usually, oftentimes on the first day of school, teachers will do, like, get-to-know-you activities, so, like, I've got plans for that. I'm gonna try and, like, write down, not really, like, FAQ, but sort of, like, things that I think will probably be sort of that activity, like, I don't know, like, favorite songs, favorite music artists, favorite whatever, fun facts about yourself, that's always one. That's pretty easy. I collect ceiling fans. That's my fun fact about myself, is that I collect ceiling fans. So there's that. I'll probably write down a few more. I think, like, in the past, like, I think not last year but the year before, I think there was like a 2 truths and a lie activity, so I'll probably like write down something for that. Basically, I'm gonna write down all that stuff, and then also I'm on anxiety medication, but then I also have like some, if I know I'm about to get into a situation where I'm gonna need a lot more than just that medication, I have also that that medication, like basically the when shit's about to get real medication, so I'm probably gonna take that on the first day of school. I'm gonna like have all my get to know you facts prepared beforehand. Man, we forgot the Sigma rules. We did. I probably still have that PowerPoint on my computer somewhere, or like backed up somewhere. I probably still have that. But yeah, I honestly totally forgot about the Sigma rules bit. But yeah, I'd forgotten about that bit. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot what they were too. But yeah, so like it's probably not. I'm not gonna go like immediate full extrovert, obviously, because I don't think that's realistic. But like, I'm gonna try to, be a little more out there. Try and like meet people. Just, I don't know. Try and not be nervous. Because there's not much of a reason to be nervous. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably mentally in the best state that I've been in my entire high school career. And, like, I'm basically the best version of myself to date so far. Not like to date isn't, like, today. Imagine Oreo just puts TNT on that and destroys it. This isn't a server Oreo is on. This is a different one. Man, none of the gatekeep girl bastards, whatever. Yeah, like I'm basically at this point I'm basically like the best version of myself, so like I don't know, I'm more pleased with who I am as a person, more confident with who I am. So like I think I'm maybe a little bit less worried about like if people are gonna like me or not. Like I don't know, I'm a generally likable person, I'd like to think. Like I might be a little strange at first because autism ceiling fan collector person, like I don't know, I'm a little strange at first, but like once you get to know me and you get used to it, like I become quite likable. If someone else kills that thing, no one on this server, like you'd have to be a shitty person to destroy a Minecraft build this big, and all the gatekeepers are just super nice people. So yeah, the first time I met you, I just felt like happy. Yeah, like see, that's also, well, thank you first of all. That makes me happy. That makes me happy to hear that. And it also sort of reinforced my point of like I'd like to think I'm a generally likable person. Like if I just conquer my nerves and just like am myself with full confidence, then people will like me just fine. I just need to like open myself up more to people and just like not be the fucking like the quiet kid basically. So yeah, obviously I'm not gonna be like full extrovert on day one or anything. but I'll be a little less anxious. Or I'll just, I don't know, I'll prepare, basically. See, I like to be centered on the diagonal. This is probably close enough. Easy place. Were people in my school started selling drugs last year? Yikes. This year was like its first year of existing. So, previously to that, my high school that I was at for the first 2 years was just kind of dog shit. It is, I mean, if something bad happened to my school, like it burned down or some shit, I would just go to online schooling, honestly. Like, I'm not going back. Like, you'd have to pay me $1 million bajillion and a free Tesla Model 3 Performance to get me to spend another year at my old shitter high school. And even then, I'm not sure if I... To bust him, detective. Oh, that's... The detective. Yeah, but, like, the people at my current school are just... They're just better. Like, the energy at the school's a lot better. It doesn't look like a prison. I'm pretty sure my previous school was, like... I feel like I heard that it was, like, actually designed by a prison architect. Which, if you saw the interior with that, you would not have trouble believing the truth of that. It wasn't a good place to be. But my new high school is a pretty good place to be. So there's that. I'm taking a class load that last year I took a class load that I knew I could handle. And I had great teachers. Well, I've always had great teachers, but, like, I had a class load that I knew I could handle. This year, I feel good about my class load. I also only have to take 4 classes because seniors can get reduced schedule. And I'm a senior. When I started drinking alcohol, like, they have teams to separate people in the groups. High school, well, I don't know what, I assume you're high school probably. School drug ring moment. But yeah, this senior year is gonna be my year. I get to paint my parking space on, I think it's August 2nd. I've already got, like, my color palette for that planned. I picked out a pretty damn good color palette. It's sort of like, it goes from, like, orange to red to pink. I think there's landscaping noise outside, and I thought it was my PC fans, and I was like, what the fuck? I realize this world trash, like, it's so useless. I mean, yeah, the world's kind of a crazy place sometimes. But, I don't know. I like to focus on the good things, like dogs, and cars, and the good people, which is the people that I mainly interact with. I don't know. Waste time, let me break. All of them die? Yeah, but, like, so do I, so... I don't know. That's just gonna be part of life, I think. That's just... Part of life is that it's temporary. What if you die after them? Yeah, but, like, that's just part of the life experience. My kitten dead. Ooh, yeah, that would be unfortunate. Damn, bro became a philosopher. I don't know, I'm living my best life. I'm building mega builds that I never would have previously. And then senior year's just, I don't know, I'm gonna make it my year, I hope. I'm gonna try to make it my year. I don't know. We're just gonna live my best life. I off-centered it by 1 block. Whoops. You have to put the CD up your ass. But yeah. I don't know if I guess I'm a little excited for senior year. I'm also kind of a little bit like, because, you know, school and doing schoolwork and all that nonsense. So it's kind of, I guess, a little bit like, meh, but there's also a little bit of kind of excited to, like, get back into society, meet some people, make some friends. If I'm lucky, maybe try a relationship, but I don't know. Not gonna get my hopes too high on that one. Yeah, I got a good pickup line. What is your pickup line? Really the only... These are so true. The only sort of getting to know people activity that I'm not looking forward to, weirdly, is the part where I'm gonna have to tell people my name. I don't know why. there's certain weird things that I just don't like. Like, I don't like referring to people by their names when I'm talking to them. When I'm talking about them, it's fine, but like, that's not right. And when talking about them, it's fine, but when talking to them, I just like, I don't know, I don't know, I think it's just weird autism things. And then also, I don't like saying my name in sort of an introductory sense. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. I just feel weird telling people my name. There's no reason for it. Like, there's just no reason. There's no logic behind it. It's just, I don't know. That's just how I am. But, I don't know. Like, everyone else has to do that stuff. It's only weird to me. No one else is gonna care. I just gotta remind myself, like, everyone's kind of in that same sort of boat, you know? Also, I'm definitely not gonna refer to myself as rmbu. That's like a mild fear I have, because, like, I've been I don't know, I've been doing more, like, online than I have in person. So I have, like, that mild irrational fear of, like, accidentally referring to myself as rmbu. I know I'm not going to. But, like, I don't know, we all just have that irrational fear. Okay, nice, we got a 2-rocketer. Yeah, that seems... Yes, okay, so that's the same. Yeah, I'm still chilling on blocks. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. This space is gonna be so nice once it's done. There's like an auto sorting system. That's the next stage after I finish the actual sphere part. On a full set of diamond with Prof 4. No shot. But like, this space is gonna be so nice once it's done. There's like auto sorters for more items in the game than I'll ever have. Like, I put an item sorter in there for mycelium, so that way I could have all the dirt types, and also for podzol. Like, I never use either of those. I literally had to find a mushroom thing just to get the 2 mycelium, one for the display item and one for the filter. I'm never gonna have mycelium, but I have it in the sorter. Like, there's just, and also I have like literally every wood type and every one of its, not every one of its forms. Like, I don't have fences and stuff, But stairs, slabs, planks, logs, stripped logs, wood, stripped wood, like, all of that for every wood type, like, I don't know, just things like that, because weirdly a big annoyance, like a big thing that I find really annoying when building projects is, like, I never want to overcraft items, because then, like, they kind of, like, they take up an extra slot in my storage, or, like, they take up extra space that I don't really have, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, that makes it hard for me to, like, I can't just make myself overcraft. I always have to craft it to, like, the precise amount. But there's less of a need to do that, because if I overcraft, I can just put the extra in, and it'll probably have a home. The gameplay, I got the biggest updates coming in the weekend, nice. I'm actually pretty excited for parking spot painting day, because that'll be, like, integrated, and I'll be fully integrated back into society. I get to maybe interact with the other seniors who are painting their parking spots, meet some people. I'll have to, like, meet my parking spot neighbors. I don't know if they have all the seniors, like, clumped together, but if they do, then I'll have to, like, meet my parking spot neighbor. My parking spot neighbors. See who I'm sharing with. It's a game on Roblox. That'll be nice. I go to sleep in a friend's house because his exam's over. Nice. My IRL best friend sort of person. It's like, he keeps, like, moving slightly farther away. Like, first he was, like, just a little bit down the county road that I live in. Then he moved a little bit further, but somewhere where I could easily get to. But then, of course, as soon as I have a driver's license in a car and I can, like, visit him anytime the hell I want, then he moves to somewhere that's, like, down a highway in, like, a really shitty trafficy part of Florida. Like, he hates living there. I don't want to, like, have to drive there because the traffic there's just fucking, like, no. No, exactly, I know, right? Like, yeah, like, he always just happens to move a little bit farther than me. Of course, I don't know, in my head, his current moving situation is temporary, because they haven't, like, sold the house that's like within easy driving area of me. Like, they still have that house. I don't know what they're doing with it, but they still have it. They just, I guess his mom moved in with her boyfriend who lives in the shitty area, and he's just, like, not capable of moving because I guess his job kind of requires, I think he does, like, doctory stuff, so he kind of has to live where he does, which, fair, but, like, so I don't know. I'm, like, secretly, it's selfish, but I'm secretly hoping that it doesn't work out, so then they move out and they move back to the house that I can drive in, and then I have easy access to my friend. That's probably selfish, but, like, it's also, like, not entirely selfish, because my friend doesn't like Orange Park. I'd fucking dox the area. Exactly, I know A over rmbu was floating hunt down, now we go and steal his car. Why do I exist? Please, no existential crises in my chat. I'm in therapy myself. I don't have the whatever to help. But yeah, that kind of docks the area that really is a shitty area. So, of course, also I imagine my friend probably is at least somewhat, like, approving of the boyfriend, so that might be, like, a little bit sad if it doesn't work out for him. I don't know. I just hope that whatever happens, he's able to move back to where I can, like, drive to him without being in traffic and in a shitty part of Florida. That would be nice, I think. And also he's... The area where he currently the area where he currently lives isn't zoned for anywhere near my school. But the area where... Like the house that's relatively near me, which is still his address on like the school files or whatever. So he still like is zone 2/ goes to my old school. So he didn't move when I got rezoned to my new school. Which also sucks, because my new school's better. My old high school is just a shithole. I dare you to go to half a heart. Nah. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to calculate how to go to half a cart. No, half a cart, fucking hell. Half a heart. No. Did I already, like... Okay, I guess the glowstone's already there. No. That is not where I'd imagined this landing. I wanted you to go here. Meow. I mean, we're making decent headway. So that's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a debating class. I love debates. I especially love like just debating on mass. I am indeed a mass debater. The mod has arrived real. If overpopulation's a problem. Nope, that's not. Did not want to fall through the hole there. This spear is so fucking large. There's just a lot of it. This sphere is just quite a lot. We wonder how I solve this. First thought that comes to my mind, guess what? Chicken butt. What is your idea on how to solve overpopulation? Red mask thing with nukes? I mean, the ethicality of it's questionable, but it definitely would solve overpopulation, I guess. And bro became what's up. Building the entire thing is just kind of gonna be like a time lapse in one fell swoop. I've got like a song planned for everything. It's Fathead by Jakey. If y'all are curious, I would definitely recommend checking that out. Checking out pretty much all the Jakey music, to be quite frank. Don't tell me you ain't watching One Piece. I know how to solve overpopulation, but I know it's ultra unethical. Yeah, same with the nukes thing. Don't tell me you ain't watching. You know, I'm not watching the One Piece. I'm not watching the One Piece. I'm gonna hate One Piece. I just never watched it. I don't care to watch it. Sounds like there's too many episodes. One Piece got like... I don't watch the One Piece, but I do watch the One Piss. The One Piss is mine. I piss a lot. Okay, no, still got a way to go. It's hard to see at night, so it's hard to keep track of where I am in this giant fucking bubblegum sphere mess. Oh, this sphere's gonna be cool when it's finished. I think it'll be worth it when it's finished, but like, I also am I'm probably not gonna build at this scale like ever again, because my god, there's so much. There's yeah, you're not supposed to be there. There's just so much. Playing war games, I know how to solve overpopulations. Yeah, war games, war tactics will definitely solve overpopulation. Won't do it ethically, but now yeah, you seem tired enough. If I broke his guitar, he'd be like, "Mama, gonna beat me up." Start singing that shit, yeah. I love flinging myself off the bed. It's funny. There we go, we're closing in on the diameter. Feather falling. I mean, the diameter is kind of, we're slowly getting there. It's kind of just taking it all in. Yeah, you gotta be pretty smart with flying to get up here in 2 rockets. And even then, it's still 2 rockets. So much. Here we gotta eat. Placing blocks. Placing blocks. Yeah. Also, it just took me a second to process this, but a while ago when I was discussing, I do know a good way to make it not so hard on you when you're making a mega base. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be hard if you just did it right. There's just so many blocks to, and also I kind of have to, because I have it constantly switching from pink to purple, I kind of have to like sneak and do it like this, even with easy place, because then sometimes if I do it too fast, it won't switch over the block. So you'll have like occasional incorrect block placements, but when you multiply enough of that on this scale, it gets annoying. So I just do this, get it right the first time. I remember early in the stream here, I don't know if you were here for it, but I was basically talking about how like I was gonna try and make senior year my year, and I was kind of discussing how like I know I'm likable. I'm gonna try and meet some people. I'm gonna try and make some friends. And Tron was like, I think Tron was saying something about like how you, like, yeah, when I first entered your stream, I was like, oh, this person I feel comfortable with, like this person feels like a safe person or whatever. And I'm kind of wondering if it just registered in my head, like maybe if I'm lucky, I'll meet a girl who has that same feeling upon meeting me, which would be. And then you put it all the wrong. No, I put it at the right Y level. It goes up to the top of this goes up to build limit, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, I don't know if I get lucky. Like, I may meet someone who feels like, if I get lucky, I may meet a girl who I like, who also, like, I don't know, just like me. I don't know, I'm not gonna get my hopes too raised for that. Because it's a bit of a stretch, but you know what? I think it could happen. Eerie, I'm just gonna repeat all this. I heard weird noises outside. I'm just gonna repeat all of this for anyone who may happen to be just joining for the first time. basically, like, I'm gonna try and be more social this year. I'm gonna try and, like, meet more people. Maybe even have, like, some friend groups or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try and be more social. A lot of, like, I'm gonna come in prepared. I'm obviously not gonna be able to go, like, full extrovert on day one. Like, that's just not how I work. But I'm gonna, like, prepare. There's gonna, because only 4 each day, like me. It's going to be harder because you only have, like, yeah. But I don't know. I can 4 periods is pretty much all I need, I think, in order to meet sufficient people. But yeah, like, but basically I'm gonna just be able to prepare more this year. Often on, like, the first day they'll have, like, some get to know you activities, so I'm gonna, like, it's usually kind of the same stuff, like, just tell us fun facts about yourself, or tell us whatever. So I'm gonna, like, write down all of the stuff I could think of for that, so I'll have an answer at the ready and I won't have to, like, think on it. I'm already on anxiety meds, but I also have, like, some, like, if I know I'm about to get in a situation where I'm gonna need more than just, like, the passive ones. Not passive, but, like, you know what I mean, like, the regular ones. I have, like, some in case of emergency ones for if shit's about to get real panicky. I'm probably gonna take some of those before I go to school on the first day. So that way I'll be able to deliver my, like, pre-prepared stuff without being a hot stuttery mess. I'm gonna, only 45 minutes, should be out at 12ish. First day of school is gonna be like a piece of cake. Yeah, first days of school are always nice. This one's gonna be super nice. But yeah, I'm also gonna, like, I'm gonna paint my nails all pretty. I'm gonna wear my earrings, because I don't know. Oh, it's just like I've received compliments with my earrings. Okay, that one was supposed to go there. Like, I don't know. Probably people already interacting with me, they'll probably do, like, they'll love earrings, and that'll be like a conversation starter. So I'll have conversations. That is, like, my reason for people to approach me. I don't know. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna prepare. And also, I'm just gonna try and be myself. I'm just gonna, like, be myself, because I'm, like, I don't know, I'm at my best mentally. I'm, like, I don't know, I'm just my best self right now. Like, so far, this is the best self that I've been. So, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna be myself. Be my silly, goofy self. And I'm sure people will, like, be drawn towards that. Because, I mean, as Tron was saying earlier, like, when he popped into my streams for the first time, I kind of just felt an immediate sense of, like, comfortable person. Like, oh, this is a comfortable person. This is not ideal. I don't know what my lunch is gonna be. I imagine for seniors it's probably gonna be, I guess it would be last lunch, like, whatever you do after your, like, just directly after your 4th period. Which is what my lunch was anyway, previously. So I think it's just gonna be, like, you take your 4 periods in the morning, and then you could either eat lunch at school or just, like, fuck off and go home. I don't know what I'd do, because I don't know, I think I'd probably just do the go home option, but that also doesn't really fit being more of a social person. No, that's not the right row. Yeah, making steady progress. I don't know what I'll do for lunch. I'm probably just gonna, like, pack a lunch for day 1 just in case, because I don't know what my lunch is gonna be. And then if it ends up being like one where I could just eat at home, then I don't know. To quote Brandon Rogers from the latest episode of his series, Bryce, "Well, fuck that troll when we cross that bridge." Yeah, this year, like, I took a class load that I think I'll be fine with, so I'm not too worried about that being like an issue. I don't have a virtual class anymore this year, which is nice. All my classes are like physical classes, which is pretty cool. But yeah, senior year. It is only just now hitting on me the gravity of that fact, that this is my last year in high school and in the standard K-12 whatever. Like probably about a year from now, I'll be like getting ready to move into college. Don't know what college it'll be, but it'll be a college. I'll be driving my car to college. My parents will probably drive the Nissan Pathfinder. We'll probably do like a caravan situation, because my car is not going to be able to fit all the stuff I want to take, which isn't going to be too much. It's pretty much just going to be like the important things, and pretty much just going to be the important things, which is like, I don't know, just sort of like the essential stuff. Probably going to be my setup. I'm probably going to bring that with me. My ceiling fan, one of them. I'll bring one of my ceiling fans with me. Actually, maybe two. I don't know. I'll probably bring... the schedule has been released. I did see that. Let's see if we have any classes together. Here, I'll Discord you my schedule here, yeah. Because we're probably not taking the same... I don't know what we're taking. Yeah, because normally I tend to go honors classes, you tend to go standard classes. I have math for college algebra, which you could theoretically take this year. And you may do econ government honors. I don't know what your plans are. Flat. Yeah, nothing matches. Yeah. About what I expected. But I mean, we'd still like live like a few houses down from each other, so like we can still, and we maintain regular online connection, so like we really don't like need to be in the same class together. So I guess all those spots can be for people I haven't met, or people true, yeah, you do need to message her and see your schedule. But yeah, I guess probably a good thing, at least for me, probably at least a little bit for you as well, like, I don't know, opportunity to meet new people. So having spots filled by people you already know. It would be nice to have, I think what would be nice is to have spots filled with like a mixture of people that I knew from last year but didn't keep in contact with because I just never got people's contact information last year. I also got pretty much like no one to sign my yearbook. That's the other thing. Like, I look at the yearbook and see how many few signatures I have, and I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to up that next year. I want to have like, I don't know, I want to get like a page decently filled with yearbooks. Because right now it's just like a handful of signatures, most of which are from friends and it's just inside jokes, one of which is from just a dude that I met in Spanish class, and I kind of like, I don't know, I was nice to him, but he also made jokes that were a little too edgy for me. So he signed my notebook, I had him do it in pencil. And then I have the one note from the girl I liked that was really sweet, and every time I look at it, it makes me, like, I don't physically tear up because I'm just not the type to do that, but it makes me, like, tear up on the inside, I guess. I don't know. It's weird, I have a picture of that note on my phone, and for some reason looking at it in the notebook hits different than just looking at a picture of the note. I don't know. Page full of yearbooks, did I say that? I probably said that, honestly. I wouldn't put it past myself. I would say some shit like that. But yeah, this year, by the time I get a notebook, not a fucking yearbook, whatever, I want to have at least a, decent page full of signatures. Decent progress and stuff. I feel you. I feel you. I feel like your heart, it's hit basically. Yeah, it just really hits the spot here. There. For those who are unfamiliar with the lore, the note, and bear in mind this is from a girl I liked, so that probably makes it mean a little more. Also bear in mind that we hadn't been talking too much. We'd only talked, like, on occasion for a couple of weeks. Like, honestly, I fully expect her to just write, like, Hags, and then her name, or just her name. Like, I fully expected it to be that, and it would have been completely justified to her for her to do that. But, like, instead, I know she was, like, taking a hot second to write the note. So I kind of, like, looked over to see what she was writing, and it reads, and I memorized it, because of fucking course I did. It reads, and I quote, "I hope you have a great summer, you are so sweet, I hope you have a great summer, exclamation point, you are so sweet, exclamation point, and then a heart, and then her name." And for anyone who is unfamiliar with the rmbu lore, she did have my number for, the note I wrote to her, I think I wrote something like, "Have a great summer, I think you are sweet too, keep in touch," and then I wrote my number, so she had my number and never used it. So for those who've only just heard the rmbu lore for the first time, no, that was not an obvious signal. I thought it was, honestly, but it was not. But you know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I regret nothing. I think it's just, yeah. This year, I don't know. If I get lucky, I'm gonna try and be more social. If I get lucky, maybe. Hopefully, honestly, I honestly think it would be kind of nice. I think it'd be fun to be driving around in my little car, which, I mean, you know my car, it's a nice car. I think it'd be fun to be driving around in my cute little car and be able to, like, look beside me and have a person that I'm going on a date with. I think that would be fun. Maybe it'll happen this year. Maybe it won't. Who knows? We'll see. We will see. Yeah, I'm gonna make this year my year. This year is going to be the year of rmbu. Well, this school year. Because 2023 is already, like, been happening. She'll go around event chapter college or something when she matures a bit more. Yeah, the two colleges that I'm most hopeful about are kind of like college town sort of things. So I have pretty good hangout spots where I could, like, hang out and, like, meet people. And also especially one of them. One of them, it's like, I have a strong sense of like community and like traditions and stuff, which I think is kind of cool. And then one of them, just like every single person I've interacted with there is just like more kind than I feel like most people are. Like literally every single person I've interacted with, which is pretty cool, honestly. Which, I mean, if the world were like the University of everyone in the world was like the University of Mississippi citizens, or just general Oxford, Mississippi citizens, the world would be a better place. Yeah, that's also kind of another thing that would be nice about like sort of practicing trying to be more social this year, is hopefully by the time I would go off to a college I can like contribute to the good energy and like, I don't know. You're just like after high school, and whatever works for you. Wee. Don't know why I went for the bed. It's not time for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, okay. The shadows and motion blur make the shoulder look. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming home today. Levi the dumb, more like Levi the smart, because you're watching a rmbu stream. Good morning. Coming home today, by the way, so real. Don't quite know what the play was there. I was not aimed in the right spot to do that. I'm an individual of high intelligence. Nope, we're gonna be a 3 rocketer, aren't we? Yeah, the giant sphere progresses. How long have we been live for? An hour 8. Okay, so we've made some good sphere progress on it. In that time period. This space is gonna be so pretty once it's done. It'll be worth it. It'll be a bit of a pain in the ass, and I'm especially not looking forward to. Also, I love driving around hills. Me too. Especially not looking forward to. Oops, light strip. It's being weird. Yeah, definitely not looking forward to like configuring all the item sorters, because there's a lot of different items in inventory. Managing that. Oh boy, not gonna be great. But hey. We chill like that. We just build like that. Yep, there it is. Yesterday my dad got pulled over for speeding but got away with a warning. That's pretty lucky. Bonk. Wait, I lost track of my direction. Where was I meant to be going? This way. Come on. Nope. 3 rocketer. Oh! Oh! We're getting to the part where there's like they're doing a little bit of this. Which is to bounce off the bed like that. Yeah, you just gotta elytra into it. If you just are in a, we hit the point in the process where they're like, it's not just like, you know what I mean, where they're like connecting like this. We're hitting that point. That's so good. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Oh my god, that's insane. That's amazing. The thing is that on UE2 it never worked. Yeah, on Gatekeep I'm able to do it really consistently. I'll have to test it on UE3 once we get to that stage in the game where I have elytras. Oh yes, more corners, more of like this. Huge! Oh my god, yes! Also just yes reminded me of that stupid yes stupid fucking TikTok AI, like fucking just NPC streamer shit. I don't know why that popped off, like why are people tuning into the fucking NPC streams? I'm gonna start getting good armor. Yeah. I really want to log on there and like start getting my shit together too, especially after seeing everyone else just like doing stuff. Like I really want to get there and do stuff. I don't know, the sphere is my priority. Like this base is just my priority at the moment just because it's ginormous and I would like to get it done by the time it's the school year. Like if I had to balance building this fucking sphere and also like doing armor stuff, like I don't know, the sphere would just take way too long. So but once the base is complete, then I'll pop on UE and do some stuff there. But until then, I need to get the sphere done. That's just priority number one at the moment. Time management. Of course, I say time management, but I'm putting all of my time into one thing. And any stats on the MCCR up? No, but that's probably because there's like a million billion of them, and the Nox crew people have to look through them all. And then after seeing all of them, they've got to narrow them down to the ones that they want to accept, which is probably a process and a half. So we're probably not going to receive any updates for a little bit. It's weird, I honestly don't know how to feel. Like, I feel like in theory we should be accepted because I've looked at a bunch of other MCCR apps and like they're just all the same fucking thing. It's just a bunch of like very forced like skits, and then it kind of like, it's basically just a bunch of forced skits, and then it goes from that to like heavily just like clearly scripted introductions of people. Like it's also, I don't know, it's like trying to be quirky and relatable, but it just comes off as like professional, I guess. Oh, did it stop doing the thing where there was like they're connected to each other? Okay, it looks like it's not doing it this round, but we got to the first one. It'll take a second before it really swings into effect, but we're starting there. Yeah, vacations would get in the way of that. Yeah, so like, our vacation is like the most raw and genuine that I've seen. So like, I feel like that should give us a good chance of getting accepted. But like, I don't know, that just feels too good to be true. Like, that would be too much luck for what I normally get, which is not much. And then that combined with the fact that a lot of bigger creators who have like, quite a handful who have like at least 1 million subs and 100k subs are applying. Like, oh no, it's called MCC Rising, as in like rising creators. Like, I don't know. I might be reading it wrong, but like to me, it kind of reads as it's meant to be like a small creator thing, or like kind of like people's chance to sort of like get recognized when they wouldn't have otherwise. And like if you have 100,000, a million subscribers, like you don't need that. Who's on board with me? And then I've also seen like, I think one that applied was Sandiction, who has like 4 million subscribers. Like, that's 4 gold play buttons. You don't need, you do not need this. And then like Parrot and Recrap from Lifesteal, there was like a whole Lifestealers team, and like, no. Lifesteal SMP is like all the cringe kids are watching and copying Lifesteal SMP. Like everyone wants to be in or be a copy of Lifesteal SMP. Like it's a very recognizable brand at the moment. You don't need that. Yeah, you are a team, but we still needed one more. Yeah. Yeah. Lifesteal itself is honestly decent. I only watch like Recrap and Branzy though, to be honest, and sometimes Clown Pierce, because like a lot of them, it kind of just feels like basic cookie cutter. It's the shit that everyone's trying to copy, and the shit that the copycats do, like their video style. I don't like it, and this is like the video style. So I only watch the ones. So I only like watch like Recrap and Branzy and shit. But they haven't uploaded Lifesteal in a while, so I don't know. I think the storylines on there can be interesting sometimes. It's just people are just trying to copy it so much that it's just like, no. Is this one gonna have any connecty doodles? Also, no. You get upset, dude. You gotta concentrate on content like immediately. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't like that whole retention style farming of content. Like, my philosophy is like, don't... There's a difference between good content and like content that will... and like retention farming content. Like, yeah, you can use cheap tactics to farm your attention, but it's not gonna make the content good. And also that kind of content just gives me like a headache to watch, to be quite honest. It's just like, Like, I don't know, I don't need, like, if you just make good content, you don't need a whole bunch of like fucking retention tactics and shit. Because people will retention naturally. Like, they'll want to watch because it's good content. Let's see, you may have not explained it properly. Yeah, if you want to like send me that in Discord, I can check it when I get the time. A lot of what people are saying is sort of like, oh, MCCR, they're not going to discriminate based on creator size. They're not going to have a bias towards the big creators, which, like, I mean, I don't know that for sure. I don't watch it enough to know what happened in the first Rising. I feel like there's probably a truth to that, but I also feel like there might be a little bit of some bias, because I sort of feel like, you know, if it's big creators, they might put in 1 or 2 big creators just for the sake of like, oh, if this name is in there, then more people will watch it, because it's like a name that they're familiar with and that they recognize. Like, I don't know. But I don't know that for sure. We'll just have to see how the teams come out. Hopefully my team is one of them. I just remember I always want to go for that bottom row. Oh yeah, because I used rockets. Whee! Just sent it here. I'll check out my phone just so I can see the title and get. See Rising 2. I did see that in my recommended. I don't know how much use it will be because our application has already been done. So 3 rockets. Yeah, you have to be like really talented with electric to get up here in 2 rockets at this point. Ow, what the fuck? The sphere is coming along. Let's see if we can see any of our little connecty bits. Yeah, there's the one. Maybe this is last season's full library. Interesting. Hello, Psycho. That is your name. I'm not insulting you. Just in case someone clips that out of context or whatever. Also, if I sound dead inside, everyone, I apologize. I've been building this giant sphere. Which would... It's definitely a good way to tire someone out. Just giant sphere. But like, there's also not... I know it's weird, it's like the giant sphere is tiring, but aside from just like watching YouTube and chilling, there's not really much else I can do, because I don't really want to do any other things Minecraft related while there's the sphere going on. That's would be a cool name. True. Valid. What? Fuck, you're not supposed to be there. See any more connectees? No, but the diameter is getting pretty small. Also, I mean, you know you've been building some shit when you consider that a small diameter. No sand duping? No, both Ashy and Rue said no. And I didn't feel like risking getting banned. I should have just not asked. I should have just sand duped, and then if I got in trouble, and then if they found out and I got in trouble, I could be like, oh, I didn't realize that was against the rules, oopsies, and I got in a pardon. But no, I fucking asked for permission like a dumbass. So no, I couldn't, because then it'd be like knowingly breaking a rule. What is this? Right here. But yeah, so all of this glass was gathered through manually mining sand. And then running it in the super smelter, which, I mean, it uses carpet dupers to fuel itself, but, like, that's fine. I don't do anything with the carpets other than use them for furnace fuel, and, like, no one wants to fuel 64 furnaces, so, like, who cares? If the server owners are aware of the super smelter's existence and haven't yelled at me over it, so... Seems like carpet dipping is fine if you're just using, at least if you're just using it to fuel furnaces. How many days did this take you? We're on day 3, but I've only worked on it in like a few, like, hour-and-a-half increments at a time, and I only do like 2 or 3 of those a day. So let's, yeah. I'll have to add up all my replay mod footage to see how many hours it's gonna take me. My estimate is it's gonna be about 10 hours total. Estimate is this is a 10-hour build. For just the sphere part, by the way, that's not even counting the actual, like, functional part that's gonna go inside of it. It's gonna be a lot less demanding in terms of, like, actual amount of stuff there is. But I'm also gonna set up item filters and sorters and shit, so... Yeah, we'll see. Also, this layer went by phenomenally quick. Which is pretty good. I mean, we still have, like, a ways to go vertically, it looks like. I would get it done one day. You would, too. That's the funny part. I wouldn't even doubt that. I like this design. It is very beautiful. Here, let me free cam off in the distance. Atlanta, Georgia right now. True. Look how big the sphere is. My mom said it looked like a cute version of the Death Star, which, valid honestly. The exit holes kind of do have that effect. That is sick. Yeah, it's gonna be so beautiful once it's done. Because the storage system and stuff's gonna be all inside of that. So picture like a bunch of just glass. Like, my view of the sky is gonna be like pretty much just this. And then if I'm like flying out, then my view of the ground, it's basically just gonna be like I'm living in my own sort of like fucking subspace bubble type thing. Did I do all of this layer? Oh yeah, I did, okay. Also, I lost my sense of direction. Okay, this corner. I don't know why I like to start. He's huge like mom. Huge like D's and nuts. Ooh, more connecty doodles. There's like the thing where they're doing that. For those who don't understand what the hell I'm referencing. Ah, fuck. For those who don't understand what the hell I'm referencing and think I'm schizophrenic. That's like where the. That's like where it sort of like connects in the corners. Like where it's not just like. Where instead of doing like this, there'll be like this, where it's like block, block, block. Because that only happens at like the top and the bottom pretty much. So when we start to see our connecty things. Let's see, is that just gonna be a one-off connecty doodle? Oh no, there's some more on this area. Also, I am not centered. Let me get more towards the actual like center. Nope. Yeah, that's the center. When do you think you'll finish this build? I think after 5 more layers it'll be way more connected. Let's test that. So let's say this layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so not really, but then if we count this as 5. I mean, at least it looks like it's consistently connecting, which is cool. When do you think you will finish this build? I don't honestly know. This, if I do it right, I could probably finish by like tomorrow or the day after. And then the actual storage part, I got no fucking idea. Because inventory management on that's going to be a whole different beast. It's going to be smaller. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Well, I've also just realized tomorrow is Friday. And then Saturday I feel like I'm doing something. And then Sunday I'm leaving for like a 3-day trip with my dad. Which, when I just came back from a 5-day trip, so I really don't, like, I don't want to do another one, but we ball, we push through it, we fucking, whatever. We have 5 hours. Maybe I'll just finish the rest of the... Yeah, I mean, I guess I could if I honestly just made today a sphere day. If just all I did was the sphere for like the entire day. I maybe could, honestly. It's just, do I want to is the question. I feel good when for one layer would take 3 hours. Not if you're using fast place. Polymatic fast place or easy place. Yeah, it's easy place, not fast place. I would feel good when I go to bed. Whenever I finish this, that is accurate. It's just a matter of like, do I want to spend all day doing sphere day? Cause you know you gotta take breaks to keep the energy flowing. How long have we been streaming? Hour and a half, okay. So this is about how long a normal sphere session is. We're just gonna keep going until I'm tired, basically. That's the plan. How are you not tired right now? Because I'm streaming, that's the secret. You stream and interact with the chat. I like to stream the really boring shit and interact with the chatters. Because that makes the boring shit not make me want to go insane. Which is pretty cool. Oh, we went 2 downwards. What else do you have to do? Eat lunch, that's it. Yeah. And like occasionally piss and shit and stuff. There's nothing else I have to do. It's just a matter of not. I will either A, need a break, which actually, I'm gonna be smart. My elytra's looking pretty low, so that another portal's up here. So that is gonna be like a minor break. Except not really. I don't know. Just we're gonna repair the wings. Look at that. Look at all this. The nether portal is actually part of the base. We want to be going there. My thing is that this is super close to the end. So I can just easy XP. I have one important question like this. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. I always encourage asking questions because it gives me more stuff to ramble about and not be bored. Doing projects like this. Do you touch grass? I do. Hello, Enderman. Just also repair my pickaxe while I'm here. Like, why the fuck not? There we go. Okay, elytra repaired. Because we don't want it getting low. Because, like, the final part of the base is going to be the elevator for non-elytra havers. But until then, if you fall, you're kind of fucked because there is no way to get back up. There's like a cool redstone flying machine elevator that I'm going to have. Because, like, it kind of needs to be a flying machine elevator because I don't want, like, a thing sticking down from here. Because that's stupid and I don't like it. Yo, it's more connecty doodads. Yeah, this side. Spheres are so fun. Spheres are a good shape. I like spheres. How long do you have? This isn't a hardcore world. This is like, I mean, it is an SMP, but I hate calling it SMP because now that's associated with like lifesteal and other miscellaneous clones. It's not that. It's more of like a hermitcraft type vibe, and it's definitely not in hardcore mode. I will say though, I did make the hearts in my texture pack the same in hardcore as regular not hardcore. Because, like, I don't know, I don't really need to differentiate them, I feel like. Because I know when my world's hardcore or not. I just don't play hardcore enough for it to be worth it to make 2 separate textures. But I probably should. I don't know, I'm lazy. Too much work. You think you should be holding your... In case you felt that would be bad. It would make sense, and I literally have a really good raid farm, so I have access to infinite totems, and I have a totem shulker box. It's just, I like having food in my offhand better. Like, I don't know, I like the offhand to sort of have a function. Like, I don't know, I just like the convenience of food in my offhand, where I always am able to eat it, and it doesn't take up inventory space. And Totem of Undying, like, I'll equip that in situations where I know I'm about to be in some risky shit. mainly when I'm doing Nether Fortress things. And Deep Dark. If I'm in a Deep Dark, the totems... I've got, like, totems and backup totems, and, like, backup totems and backup totems, like... The raid farm gets used a lot, but, like, if I'm in a situation like this, where my Elytra's at full durability, I've got feather falling boots, I've got, like, great armor, this entire sphere is spawn-proof, even the quartz bits, because I made sure the light levels were above 0. Like, stuff like this where keyboard decides my spacebar wants to fail and I, like, fall. Which I'd like to hope would not happen. That was a long row of blocks. Yeah, damn. If I'm in a situation where I think there's a possibility of dying, I will I do equip totems. But situations like this, like, no. I also should mention phantoms on the server are disabled. So, like, I'm not gonna get mauled by a phantom, I'm not gonna... Like, that's not even... There's just no way to die, basically. What is the status of... I got that working. I just had to unplug and replug the Philips Hue router, the Philips Hue bridge. I will say, when it says goodbye in my goodbye routine, it sounds a lot more, like, annoyed for some reason. And I don't know what prompted that. I guess some software update just decided that it didn't want the Alexa to sound good or happy to be talking to you. Wasn't it monotone? It's... I think I wouldn't describe it so much as monotone, more of just, like, annoyed and kind of done with my shit. But I guess a little bit. That's not where you go. Whee! Wow. I love flying through that hole. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, only about 3 shulker boxes left. The longest thing that can happen now is that it starts raining and lightning hits and you fall without a totem. I mean, that's true, but if it's a thunderstorm, I'm just gonna sleep through it anyway, so it would have to strike me pretty quick. Like, that's just not happening enough for it to... Like, that's just not gonna... Like, the chances of that happening are not high enough to warrant me giving up the convenience of having food in my offhand. If this was hardcore, I probably would have a totem at all times, because, like, it's hardcore. But I don't know, I just don't play hardcore. I don't know, for me, I don't really see the appeal in having the possibility of just losing access to the ability to play on your world forever. Like, I want to retire it when it's time to retire it. Actually, I've never played hardcore either. Also, early game, I can be a bit prone to death sometimes. Sometimes. I mean, UE server, I was the last one to die. I don't know, I can't see myself ever doing hardcore. It's just not worth it for me. But yeah, that's just me. I heard like a couple times, it's really fun, but you just have to be careful. I tried to, yeah, you did try to kill me at the beginning. I don't think it ended up working. I think I ended up just dying to like a skeleton or something. That was my first death on the server. I think I've only had like 1 or 2 total deaths. But also hardcore, like, I don't want to have to stress out about dying more than I already do in survival. Like, survival, you already kind of stress enough about dying because, like, that's your hard-earned netherite gear. And I haven't raided a bastion to get a netherite upgrade yet, so yeah. Kept accidentally killing Brian, rip. But like, I don't want to have to deal with the stress of like, if something goes wrong, then that's just, I can't play on that world anymore. Like, if I'm retiring a world, I want to like, I don't know, I'm not retiring a world until I'm ready to be done with it. Which, I don't know, I feel like I'd die before then in a hardcore world. What's the IP of the server? It is not public. I think if you enter spectator mode, you could save it. Yeah, I mean, if you open to LAN and then... If you open to LAN and then, like, enable cheats and do some weird shit like that, then... Yeah, you could. But also, that's kind of cheating. Like, if you're just gonna cheat death, then just play regular survival at that point. I don't know, that's just my opinion. People like hardcore, then they like hardcore. And I got no problem with that. If you want the challenge, you know what, good for you. It's just not my thing. I play Minecraft to get away from the real life problems. So I want it to be as stress-free as possible. I just want to sit here, stream, build my giant sphere. I mean, you can go into spectator mode and, like, look at the world and, like, spectate your world. And, like, still have it for the nostalgia, but, like, I don't know. It's different than being able to actually play on it and progress in it. Do you think you're a good builder? I mean, I'm definitely no, like, B-dubs or Scar or whatever, like, or Green or what, like, I'm definitely nowhere near that in terms of building. But, like, I know my way around building a bit. I'd say I'm decent. Yeah, I guess I'd say I'm good. Not, again, not like Scar good or B-double-O good or Green good or Pearlescent Moon good or, like, that kind of good. Just good as in, like, I can make things that aren't ugly. Maybe like Mumbo good. Back. Welcome back. Damn. Yeah, Sphere's progressing. Finished so much. Yeah, I'd say I'm a decent builder. Yeah, the progress is existent, that's for sure. There's plenty of progress to go around. Swoop into bed. Jump off it. It's so fun doing that. It probably would look silly if someone just, like, flew by the sphere to look at it. Also, once I finish this, I need to, like, get the gatekeepers online and, like, force them to react to my sphere. Because I feel like that would be a fun bit for the video, just, like, the gatekeepers being like, what the hell? What the hell are you doing, brother? You are clinically insane. Okay, what's this? Imagine. Yeah. I've shown, like, screenshots of it to them in, like, the server show and tell channel. But that kind of pales in comparison to, like, actually flying through it in survival Minecraft, knowing that this was all placed and built by hand, and all the materials gathered by hand. Really, the only assistance was Lightmatic of Easy Place. Which, I mean, even then, It doesn't make it the fastest thing in the world, it just makes it so you don't want to kill yourself while doing it. Thankfully, there's the new Sun Road. For some reason I thought it was made by Star Wars, the movie Rogue One. That would be funny. I mean, smartphones have, like, brand collabs. I'm pretty sure some smartphone company did a Star Wars collab at one point. So if car companies did that shit, that would be funny. Yeah, we're still chilling on the glass front. I also should mention this total sphere. When you've seen all the shulker boxes, the pink and magenta shulker boxes are just glass, and the rest of the uncolored ones are like materials and stuff. This is... There are a total of like 43 shulker boxes of glass, I think is the number. You sound sleepy? Yeah, because I've been doing this for the past 1 hour and 46 minutes with 9 plus 10. 21? You stupid. Honestly, if I get really lucky and I just keep streaming, I could maybe finish this sphere before lunch. I usually eat lunch at like 2 p.m. It's 11:40 a.m. right now. So, you know, I've got like an hour and 2 hours and 20 minutes. I could maybe do that. You guys pass the vibe check. I do indeed pass the vibe check. So if I keep on pushing, I could maybe finish this before lunch. I don't know if I'd be able to finish it all in one stream, because my computer does not like when I stream for too long. It's 21:11 free. That's pretty funny. Time zone moment. See. Do we want to do in like... This looks centered enough. Okay, now we're getting... And now we're getting lots of connecty doodles. Where they like connect to each other and our friends. Which is really good. That means we're kind of on the home stretch. Because I remember when I was doing this part, it not taking particularly long for me to escape the connecty doodles. INF5. I switch from Streamlabs to regular from stream, but I can't get chat to appear. You have to do some fun things with like links and weird things. I was able to get mine set up. You get a PvP. I'm like okay. Last time I checked, I was okay at 1.8 PvP, but I haven't played that in probably a couple months at this point, so I'm probably rusty as shit. And then 1.9, just no, I'm not. What if it's a rum gun? What if you can get away? You could be my Meg Ryan and I'll be your Tommy Hanks. That Ohio F5. My teammate in Ohio joke banned this user. No, I'm just kidding, but those aren't funny. It's just... It's F4. Or, as I like to say, F9, but I bound one of my mouse's DPI buttons to F9. I have 2 DPI buttons on my mouse. So one of them is this, and one of them is this. It's pretty cool. I also missed these, which is not what you want to do when you're building this. Definitely don't want to miss things. That's bad, because a structure this size, you do not notice if you've missed things. I said, if you don't notice them, you don't fix them, and then they just are missing. Which the server does come to an end. That's not good for world downloads. Where did that go? Okay. Yeah, I counted it like that's supposed to be there. I use Ohio as my language. Use Ohio once a year. Fighting about Ohio in the chats. I've failed as a stream. Also gonna need to replenish on glowstone soon. It'd be nice if these could all run out at like the same time. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're going back up here. Yeah, there's 3 glowstones right there. So what we're gonna do is gonna just deplete our glowstone. Boom. Now we've. I think yes or no. I think the Ohio memes are shit, but that's just me. There we go. We're depleted all our resources at once, so we are going to go to a full stock. Actually, first thing we need is glowstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, so we got 10. Alrighty, we're all stocked up. Funny at one point. It was funny when it was just the cursed images. And it wasn't even like, especially when it wasn't just Ohio, it was like all the states. It's like, nah dog, what the fuck going on in Cleveland or whatever. But like then it just became children commenting only in Ohio in comment section. And like that's not funny. There's no punchline there. And then it finally died when it got milked by the fucking 2-year-old meme channels for the fucking 2-year-olds. 2-year-old iPad kids. I have to remove another cringe issue. Well, I changed it from rembu to rembu because mainly just because I was tired of being called a Wembu stan. I wanted to not have like pretty much the same name as him. Of course, his channel's deleted now, so that fucking aged well, but whatever. And also just a 4-letter username kind of looks cool, and I was sort of debating on like setting that as my Minecraft username and then just keeping the channel username as Rembu. That kind of solved, I don't know. Wembu stan nonsense kind of solved that issue for me. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, we're connecting pretty frequently up here. There is sort of a next step after the regular connecty doodles. There's like a bigger connecty doodle. But I don't know how to describe it, so I'll just show you once we get to that point. Yeah, we're actually, there's not too much height left. Yeah, boost. True, he wish he was me for real. And it looks like there's a lot of height left, but also the diameter of these gets smaller and smaller, and the very top layer is literally just one of these quartz openings. So there's less than it looks like. Which is pretty good. Being in this base once it's done is going to be quite the experience. Because the storage systems are generally at least a little bit laggy. And then I play with shaders because I think they look nice, but there's like, you can sort of see minor reflective elements on the glass. They're very minor, but when you put them on a scale that's major, yeah. Honestly, the sphere itself could just become a video in of its own, but no, I want to finish the entire thing and make that the video, because the whole thing was like, it's, you know, making a video. This is pretty, looking at like, it looks like the stars. It is good. I wouldn't say that. Wembu's honestly, he was pretty funny. I don't really care for the fact that he switched to SMP content. Honestly though, he did it better than more people do. Like, he kept his personality. I just didn't watch it because I didn't want YouTube thinking I like that sort of SMP shit. So I stopped watching it, but honestly he was pretty funny. And he deleted his channel because like parental argument. It wasn't even his own doing. It was like 100k sub, 300k sub channel even, I think. So, I don't know. I feel bad for him. Hope he's doing better. Will be nice to not be called a Wembu stand though. I will say that. I mean, let's not celebrate the death of a channel. That's sounds like it wasn't something that Wembu did of his own accord. Yeah, we ain't haters over here. Okay, so this is the center. Means this is the center. This one's quite connecty. I think that might work. Some sort of minor collab with gatekeep, just a minor collab with just one appearance and that's it. True. I would also like that. They don't seem to like cisgender men here very much though. Well, Ashy definitely doesn't particularly much. Which, I mean, sounds like she's had some very poor experiences with them, so that's fair. It's like a trauma response type thing. I think the rest of the server doesn't really care too much. Add lore. Yeah, I think the problem is, well, I don't know what the gatekeeper's opinions on that would be. Yeah, he actually deleted. What did we think was, you know, his channel is like gone. Because I guess parental argument, whatever. Actually, he was actually good. Why? I don't know. I think from what I've heard, like parental argument or something. Which I don't know. I mean, last time I checked, he was 17, but I feel like he's got to be 18 by now, because I feel like he's a year older than I am. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah. So I said we're not haters here. No. Now I've gotten used to the 4-letter name. I will say one funny story. It's kind of funny to me. Like, there's one YouTuber named It's Pixelated. I used to be friends with him, but then I kind of just, I don't know, I matured and kind of realized that he was just kind of cringe as a person. He's just kind of one of those, like, doing YouTube, like, fucking YouTube retention people who just like trend jacks and doesn't have like, basically he just wants to blow up, and I don't know, one of those types of people. But it's funny because he'll occasionally be in my DMs, and I don't know how to respond because I don't really like him that much, to be quite frank. But I don't know how to like respond, so I just don't. So occasionally he'll be in my DMs, and he'll respond. He'll always spell it the old way, which I find really funny because he had like transphobia allegations. So it's kind of funny that he quote-unquote dead names my channel after having the transphobia allegations, which is a little silly to me. Like, I don't mind it too much. A lot of people spell the old way. I mean, I feel like at this point y'all should like know better. Y'all should have gotten over the habit. But I mean, you know, whatever. It's not too big of a deal, mainly because it's literally the same thing. It's just one's just a shortened, abbreviated version of it. So like, it's still pronounced the same. And I unsub. Real. I think my goal is to stream this either until lunchtime or until my PC shits itself and I physically can't stream anymore. Whichever one happens first, I'm not changing it. I'm not changing back to the previous username. I'm used to this one. Oh, it's raining now, that's great. Also, I just realized whoever was here just talking about... No, my goal is not. Also, whoever was talking about, like, the only situation which I could die up here being, like, lightning strike. With this set of armor, I've never been struck by a rogue lightning bolt in Minecraft, but if I did, I imagine it would just, like, set me kind of on fire and just do... I mean, with this armor, it's, like, 3/4 prot 4 netherite. I have a fully enchanted chest piece. I prefer my elytra because I like to be able to move around more. Honestly, I've found in most situations, like, I have my chest plate just in case I need it for whatever the hell reason, but I never use it. Because often, I find it's a lot better of a defense to be able to just fly out of a situation than to take less damage in a situation that you're trapped in. Like, even when I'm doing, like, shit with wardens, I never put on the chest plate. I just do the wings, because, I mean, that fucker's gonna kill me anyway. Like, if that fucker sees me, that's a totem pop regardless. So I might as well be able to just fly out of its range and simply just be better. Let's see, lots of connecty doodles. Okay, let's see. How many layers until we get the next stage of connecty doodle? Okay, this would be like the next stage, sorta, where it's like that. Okay, so there's still layers to go. I try not to look too ahead like that, because then it just kind of gets sad. I can't tell if this is rain or thunderstorm. I think it's just rain. Yeah, no, it's just rain. I can't nap through that. Yay. Okay. We're out of glass. Change your name back. I watched another stream, but okay. Alrighty. Oh, hold on. Human at my door. Okay, I'm back. Just contact Ashley on Twitter, okay. I am back now, everyone. My mother came in my room just to tell me she was leaving to go do a thing. But I'm back. I'm back, we're sphering. We are placing sphere. It's nighttime and it's rainy. Thankfully the diameter of these things is... The diameter of each layer is getting smaller and smaller. Which is good. We're in the final stages. Yep, there's that layer. We're at Y... This is layer 299. I mean, the topmost layer is Y318. But that topmost layer is just quartz like this, and then... I mean, if you see... Like, these first few bottom layers are not much. Also, it's officially... I think we've officially exited the 2-rocket stage. Yeah, no, it takes 3 rockets to get up here. Which is a lot. Yeah, that's close enough to center. That Y300. We're at Y300, everybody. Wow, this is fucking insane how big this sphere is. Yeah, I need to show all the gatekeepers this, because, I mean, I built this all in survival Minecraft. There's no physical way for me to cheat this. Like I can't do /game. Like, there's none of that. So, I mean, this is all built-in survival, legit, gathered, completely legit. The only really mod help that I had is Lightmatica. But, like, you kind of need that in order to not want to kill yourself while doing this. So, yeah. It's like, it's one thing to see these types of things. Like, I've seen plenty of YouTube videos where people build all the big shit, and it looks cool, but like, it'll never feel the same as walking through it yourself, building it after having built it yourself in survival mode. Like, people will time-lapse their big builds, and it's one thing, but like, you can turn 2 hour, like, I mean, I've turned 2 hours into 10 seconds for like all of the clips of this time-lapse. It's not gonna look like a lot, but my god, it sure as hell is. So much, it takes so much. My finger's getting tired from holding shift. Thankfully, I'm not a thumb shifter. I could set it to hold shift, but then I'm not used to that and it feels weird, so I only use that when I'm like end raiding. Actually prevented by my ass. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel, liberal? Really the only part of the school year I'm like mildly worried about is homework. Thankfully I was fortunate enough to have like no homework last year, and if I did have homework I could just do it during my first period because it was a virtual class. So like, I don't know, I'm hoping I get lucky this year like I did pretty much all of last year, and I get the teachers that just like don't give you homework. Because really the homework's the only thing that kind of makes the school year hard for me. Because like, I don't know, I'm fine, like I can do whatever at school pretty much. Like, if I'm doing it in school, I'm fine with that because it's like schoolwork during school time, and then home time, like I don't... Ooh! Stage 2 connecty doodle thing, kinda. That was sort of it. That's really it, okay. It felt like it was gonna take us longer to get there. Yeah. So small these diameters are getting. But yeah, like, I don't know, my brain has trouble doing like schoolwork at home, because it's like, when you're in the physical school building doing schoolwork, like, that makes sense. I can do that. I'm prepared for that. That's fine. But then, like, you leave school, logically, okay, you're no longer in the school building, so it is no longer school time. Like, that makes logical sense. But then, so when I leave school, that's what my brain, like, that's what my brain wants to happen, so then it kind of just gets out of work mode. When there's homework, it's like, psych, nope. There's more. You're not in school building, but you're still doing school, but you already did. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't work in my head, and then I'd have trouble like doing work at home because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work in my head. It's not right. Plus, also after spending, I mean, this year I only have 4 classes, so it's only like half it. So it's only like 45 minutes, so less than 4 hours in school. So like 3 hours and something minutes. It might just be 3 hours. Oh no, because first period's always stupidly long for some reason. I mean, normally it's, but during every other school year ever that I've been in, it's like, okay, I've spent like 7 hours pretty much the entire waking and functioning day at the school building. Like, at that point, like, I've done school like the entire day. I'm now at home, like, I need that to be like home time. Like, I deserve a little bit of rest and relaxation, I feel like. I don't know how that's gonna feel having only 4 classes. And probably not even eating lunch at school, like just eating lunch at home. I don't know. But, I'm hoping I don't have to find out because my teachers will just not give me homework. I'm hoping that's the case. 31 to 28, okay. Let's see. Do we got any more? Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a stage 2. Okay, yeah, so stage 2 connectees are becoming a thing. It's making it a lot harder to center. I'm kind of just guessing. As long as we have it somewhere where I could believe that it's probably center, then it's fine. These diameters are getting small. Whoop. You know, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe even a little excited for senior year. I don't want to say that I am definitively excited, because then that kind of sounds like, yeah, see, there's not that, like, it's still school at the end of the day, so there's still like an aspect of sort of bleh. But I think as long as the workload is similar to what it was last year, then I can just, like, I'm back, welcome back. Yeah, as long as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as long as the workload is something like it was last year, then I can just, like, I don't know, that won't take up energy, so more of my energy will spend, like, trying to be social and trying to, like, progress as a person or whatever. So, yeah. I don't know, as long as everything goes right and I play my cards right, senior year is gonna be my year. Probably, maybe. Hopefully, I think. It's also funny because, like, I do therapy sometimes, like, about every month or so, and I feel like it's been helpful, but I feel like I've more helped myself than the therapy's helped me, because, like, I don't know, therapy is kind of like, mainly I kind of just use that as a place to just ramble about, like, stuff that is of interest, like, just stuff that I want to ramble to people about. I do it there. It's gonna be different for me. Yeah, I mean, it'll be different for both of us, if nothing else, because there's less of it because of our class load. Hopefully for other positive reasons as well. But yeah, I've mostly just kind of, like, therapied myself. Because, like, I mainly just needed to get out of the 9th and 10th grade years, not gray mental space, and then once I was kind of, like, doing better, I could sort of just, like, therapy myself. I could kind of just, like, think things through. I was sort of, like, strong enough to be able to, like, do some of my own shit. Like, I was mentioning earlier about how I asked a girl if she wanted to hang out. I'm pretty sure we could both tell that meant, like, going out, sorta. So for the sake of it, we'll say I asked a girl out. Like, I taught myself how to work up the courage. I pretty much just taught myself the coping strategy of just gaslight myself with logic to make the nerves go away. Just logically be like, hey, by not doing it, it's not gonna be any better. It's just gonna be worse than not trying and getting rejected, which, you know what, that was true. if I hadn't asked her out, I mean, she has my number, but I didn't know she had my number because she never used it. I thought she just, like, maybe didn't see it or lost it or something. Now she's obviously told me she had it and confirmed. So I know she's just willingly not calling it, but I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have known that, so I probably would have thought, like, oh, does she, like, not have, does she not know, just like, I don't know, I kind of just would have been stuck on, like, what could have been. But I know there's not that, so that's really sort of my advice in that point, is, like, if you're ever, like, nervous about, like, asking someone out, and you think, like, unless you just absolutely know that, like, if you think that there's a possibility, like, just any sort of possibility that it would go well, like, if you feel like there's a chance, and maybe even if you don't feel like there's a chance, but if you feel like, I don't know, unless you, like, know that they have a boyfriend or some shit, because obviously that's, I mean, you know how the result's gonna be there. But, like, I don't know, just go for it. That's all I can really say, just go for it. Like, yeah, you might get rejected, yeah, it's gonna sting, but even if you don't do anything, the result's pretty much gonna be the same. Like, if you don't ask them out, like, I mean, yeah, you didn't get hurt, but, like, did you really save yourself from getting hurt? Because you're still not in that relationship. You still, like, you're still kind of, I don't know, not really saving yourself. It's basically just pick which kind of hurt you want. And personally, maybe I'll feel differently. I feel like the better kind of hurt is the one where you know what happened and it went bad. Because, I mean, there's nothing to regret. You shot your shot. You tried. And, I mean, if she's I mean, I'm also lucky in that, my person I hadn't talked for that long, so it's not like I was, like, too attached to them to the point where it would have, like, ruined a friendship. Like, we were only kind of talking, so it's into that, and also because she's just a fucking nice person, like, she handled it really well. Pretty much as well as I feel like you could have. I don't think there's too much, but that's pretty much the best you could handle it, honestly. So there's that situation. Like, obviously different people might handle it differently, so if they handle it, like, really bad and just, like, fucking absolutely embarrass you and just make you feel like shit, obviously that's probably worse than just keeping it to yourself. But I mean, I guess at least you know that you dodged a bullet. I don't know. I think once in 7th grade I asked out a girl, and she was nice about it, but I don't know, I think she could kind of tell that, like, she could tell that I'd still, like, liked her, and I think she kind of took advantage of that sometimes. Which is not what you do, because that is how you give someone trust. When people are being nice to them, because now they don't know if they're being nice because they, like, they're actually being, or, like, they actually want to be nice, or they're just being nice just because they want something, or just for the sake. Don't do that. Like, be upfront. Just, it might not, short term it'll probably hurt some people more, but, like, long term, no. Yeah, like, you waited I feel like you waited sort of long enough to where now you kind of can't do anything, because that would, like, mess up the long established friendship. I wish billboards were banned. Yeah, they're really not great. Like, I don't know who's looking at billboards and thinking, this random billboard at the side of a highway. Yeah, that has convinced me that I want to buy your product. I mean, I hate it less than TV advertisements, because at least it doesn't, like, it's kind of just off to the side. It's not interrupting your driving in any way. Whereas TV advertisements, they just stop your show and make. So I don't know. It's not the worst advertising in the world, but I also feel like they kind of make the roads look a little bit uglier, sorta. And also, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm driving, I'm looking at the road. I know it's banned in Vermont. Yeah, Vermont has it banned. My mom and dad went to Vermont on vacation once, and they were talking about how pretty it was. And I mean, yeah. But I was saying, like, I don't know about y'all, but I look at the road when I'm driving on the highway. I'm not reading some sign for some product or service I couldn't give two shits about. I'm looking at the flow of traffic and if anyone's about to pull some Florida shit on me. I don't know, maybe that's not the maybe that's not the commonly shared consensus. But like I've never read a billboard. The only like signs I read on the road are road signs, because that's like relevant to driving and what to expect from like the flow of traffic and stuff. Not, but like the advertisement that takes my eyes off the road and doesn't give me anything worth taking my eyes off the road for. So, like I don't know. Maybe some people are Actually, I mean, this is Florida. People definitely distracted drive. There are people who probably read that shit. Probably like a small portion of people that actually like buy the products and services on the road signs. I'm not one of them. I don't know. I know what I want. Actually, most of it is like restaurants, like X and X restaurant, right next exit. I eat my own food because autism moment, so like no. And then some of it's like accident attorneys. Which hopefully I'll never need that. Like hopefully that will never need to be a thing. Like I've got the dash cam in my car, so it would make it pretty. I'd like to hope that most insurance adjusters would see my dash cam footage and be like, oh, okay, yeah, there's no fighting that, we're not gonna even try. Their phone ads is like better than billboards, more profitable. Yeah, like I don't know, I feel like more people are gonna see like phone ads and TV ads. Which is kind of annoying because those ones are the ones that like interrupt what you're doing. But also they'd kind of have to if you want to see them, because no one's going to stop what they're doing to look at an ad. I don't know. Advertising's weird. I need to scratch some itches. Sure. Anyone's body ever just decide it feels like being itchy everywhere for no reason? Like you just haven't kept up with scratching, so it's like, oh, just everywhere's gonna be itchy now. Flying. I love flying. Ooh, okay, so we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making steady progress. It's just this much left, and part of this is gonna. Well, actually, wait. Part of this, like. Well, actually, no, because this is 20.95, so a portion of this is going to be useless. But most of this is going to be not needed. Plus, some of it's going to be going into the actual, like, storage system, because there's some pink glass in the storage system part of the build. Metaverse reportedly lost over 21.3, that's... yeah. I don't know, I guess the whole point of it is it's like, why live in the real world when you could have a fake world? But like, there's a real world. I don't know. I prefer my experiences in like the real world. I I want to live in some fucking virtual reality shit. I want my life to be real. I want to feel things. I mean, you'd never catch me in the metaverse, personally. Plus, I'm pretty sure a lot of people just use it for, like, fucking crypto bullshit, which, no. You will never catch me investing in a cryptocurrency. It's not a thing I'm ever gonna do. When you can... Getting close, you're getting close, I am. When it can be used for... Yeah, like, I don't know. Also, people are... Apparently, like, I guess people bought fucking NFT houses in the metaverse, like... Or just buy a real house that you can live in? I also don't know if there's, like, cars and whatnot in the metaverse, but, like... Just buy a real car? I don't know. I guess I just like real things more. Maybe I'm fucking insane for that. Hot take, I know. Maybe I'm a boomer. Because I like to live in the... Never gonna get a... Yeah, I'm also never gonna do like the most attached to technology is ever gonna get to me is my watch. And even then, that's just because it's like on my arm. Because it's like, even that's just wrapped around my arm. If my watch ever like gets to the point where it's not a good idea, or if like someone hacks it or just some dumb shit, which no one's gonna do, but like some weird shit like that happens, like I can just take it off. Like I will never be. I don't know if brain microchips could apparently they. I guess Neuralink is a thing, so I guess they already kind of exist. I don't know how publicly available they are for the for actual people. Apparently it was not good on... Apparently it didn't go well in the animal testing, so... But I don't know this... I don't know how much of these things are like... I don't know. But, yeah. Like, I am never going to surgically implement a technology into my body. I don't want ads before. Oh yeah, true, because there'd probably also be like... I mean, companies are greedy as fuck. They'd find ways to advertise. So... Yeah, that's a thing you'd have to deal with. I don't know, I'm nerdy as fuck. I love technology as much as the next guy. Don't want it to be physically, surgically ingrained into my head. That is a step that I don't feel like doing. But hey, maybe I'm the crazy one, I don't know what. What if I sound like a fucking... I feel like I sound like a fucking boomer. Like, I don't want these goddamn virtual experiences. I want to be able to actually experience things. Like, I don't know if that's what boomers sound like, then maybe they're onto something in that aspect. I don't know, technology is cool, but like, I can't imagine I would need anything more than a phone. Like, my phone keeps me as connected as I want to be. And then, but like also sometimes you want to be able to disconnect and just like be in the real world, you know? Really the only thing that would be kind of nice about it is if you can like take a photo of what your eyes are capturing and then like save that to some hard drive or whatever, like, and then just like Bluetooth that over to your phone. The fucking picture quality you could get with that. Yeah, phone's the peak of technology. Yeah. I don't know if maybe the peak. I'm sure there's something better. I just don't think it's physically I just don't think it's surgically installing a microchip into your brain. I feel like there is a future, just it's not that. That is not the future. In my opinion, of course. These are all just my thoughts. I feel like I can already start to feel myself getting a little bit older sometimes. Like, fucking some of the memes that people are doing nowadays, I don't quite understand. Like, I understand most of them. There's just a handful more that I don't quite get that just sound like fucking... Yeah, I don't want to fucking... Yeah. I can say the R word because I'm autistic, like just some fucking retarded nonsense. I can say it, I'm autistic, I have the pass. Like, I don't know. I'm not, some of the memes feel like that. Some of them, most of them still are to the point where I can sort of understand and find them funny. But a lot, like the one, like the NPC TikTok streams, I don't get those. I don't get it. I don't know if I'm supposed to get it, but I don't. Like, what is the entertainment value? Is it just a person repeating the same 3 billion phrases over and over again? Like, I guess people say they want to watch to see what happens. Like, oh, I wonder if like, what the fuck you mean see what happens? Every time you donate a hot dog, the person's gonna do the exact same. Like, you know what's gonna happen. What the fuck you mean see what they're gonna do? You already know. They're just gonna say the same repeated phrases over and over again. There's no, I don't know, that one I don't understand. The one where people were fucking like, the one where people were fucking doing like the yeah thing, I don't get it. Like, that just sounds like you're saying stupid shit. Oh, stage 3 connecty doodle. And there's one that's completely surrounded on all 4 sides. Also, why are we at 307? Okay. In one more, I think we'll be just like 10 more layers left to go. Which, my god, we're actually gonna be able to finish the sphere by the end of the stream. I'm obviously not gonna start work on the storage system in the same stream. As soon as I finish the sphere, the stream is ending. Like that. I'll obviously start the storage later today, but like I need to export the replay file. I need to take a fucking break. Cause like after building a sphere this size, like I've earned it. I've earned taking like a few hours off. I mean, 10 layers sounds like a lot, but I don't know. It's not gonna be what I think it is, especially as these top layers just get progressively smaller over time. Like their diameters are gonna get smaller. The first one is mostly just a hole. It's literally just the border to a hole. Not the first, the last one. Whatever. Yeah, the connecty doodles are now in stage 3. Stage 3 connecty doodling. I don't know what else to call them. That's just finish the sphere. I probably will at this rate, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna, like, if I get too tired and I just need to take a break, then I will. But I'll definitely be able to finish it before lunch. And as long as I just keep streaming and talking about shit, then yeah. Oh, also the other meme that I just never found it funny. Like, there was not a single point in time where I looked at it and thought, yeah, this is even remotely... Was the boy kisser meme? That one was just always stupid to me. I just always hated that one. There's no punchline. It's just the stupid fucking looking cat saying, you like kissing boys, don't you? Like... And then people made, like, spin-offs of it, and that just, like, really cringe spin-offs of it. Like, what the fuck is the punchline? That's the other one. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. Okay, we've got 64 there, so we're just gonna... We're just gonna place these 11, and then that's already 64, so we just got 9 stacks of magenta. I feel like my sense of humor is more refined nowadays. 1, 2, 3. It's just like, I don't know. It's just less... I don't know, it's more actual humor. It used to just kind of be like, think about the station on Yui. I saw the video of it. I haven't logged on because I've been doing this, but I saw the video. I mean, it looks cool. It's not like surprising or anything to me because I designed the entire thing, so I know what it looks like, but I mean, it's cool. I like it. Definitely excited for when it like kind of becomes like big, and we're so close. Home stretch, boys. Home stretch. We hit it. We do it. We're at the home stretch. Dare I say it? We're there. Yeah, because now we're at the part where things are like really starting to connect, and we only have about like, once we hit here, we're about to have like 10 layers left. Because when you hit at build height, I believe this coordinate here is 318. So I think that's about where I'll be once I stand on the quartz thingies. I'm also interested to see when I'm standing on top of it. If I'm standing on top of the quartz at the build limit, I wonder if it's gonna try and think I'm like trying to place blocks on top of the build limit and be like, you can't place that there. I didn't do the redstone. Oh, still looks cool. I thought the height gets to 316. No, I'm pretty sure it's 318. I mean, we're about to find out because I literally built this. Because if you try and place a lightmatic above the build limit, then the blocks that are above the build limit just don't show in the lightmatic. So I placed it as high as I could with all the blocks still showing. So we are going to be at height limit. So we'll see. Yeah. The block coordinates maximum will be 317. And then when you're standing on top of it, you'll be at 318. So just 10 layers left after this. Top face the highest block in any place is why 320. That doesn't sound right. Well, we'll find out. We'll see. You know, if people went back and time traveled and they showed, like, the post-118 generation and height map to people, they'd probably flip their shit. They'd be like, yo, you can build so high and there's a whole extra underground layer. They'd probably be like, god damn, you have to mine way too far down for diamonds. Yeah. I just think mining down to Y11 was annoying, but that feels like a fucking breeze compared to Y-59. $220 might be, I don't know, we'll see. I feel like I remember 318 being something. We'll figure out. The build will tell us. We will find out in due time. Assuming all goes like I hope it will, we'll find out at the end of the stream, honestly. I mean, that... Here, let's go down here. I feel like it feels so big when you're flying through it. Like, it feels bigger. Okay, it's hard to see it. It's hard to see at night. I think I should do the villagers next for you. Yeah, I don't know where a village is. I mean, that It's pretty small. That is not a large hole. It's about to get a lot smaller. That seems like the pretty definitive center marker. We just gotta keep trucking through. After this, we'll have 9 layers left. Which sounds like a lot, but a layer can go by pretty fast. So, I think we're gonna finish this. I think we're gonna, unless my computer just decides it wants to lag to shit, which I hope not. That would be really unsatisfying. I think we'll be able to finish the sphere this stream. We'd literally have to experience technical difficulties, or like an IRL emergency, to stop us from finishing the sphere. So yeah, we're gonna get it done. I can already feel my heart, like, I can already feel, like, my heart rate doing the, like, raising from excitement. Cause it's like, I haven't built the storage part yet, but even without that, like, this sphere is fucking massive. It's 40 shulker boxes full of glass, and another shulker full of glowstone. Like, that's a lot. That's 44 shulker boxes just filled with materials. And I mean, you see the size of this thing, right? Like, you see that. I think even Green would quantify this as a mega base. If he doesn't, well, fuck him, he's wrong. No, I'm just kidding. It's raising from excitement, that's what she's... Yeah. That is a reference to the penile unit. Yeah, we're trucking through. The sphere's gonna be finished. The base isn't, but the sphere will be. It's like, I consider the sphere and the base 2 separate things, but also the same thing. Like, the base wouldn't be the full base without the sphere. Like, also, they're 2 separate components. They kind of come together to make a component that wouldn't really work without either. Just have to be careful what you say on Yui, though. Yeah, being careful. This layer's about to be finished. Finish this layer. Next layer. That hole is getting very small. Which also, I mean, you know you're building a mega build when you consider that diameter to be small, dear lord. I need to show the gatekeepers this. I need to give everyone a fucking walkthrough tour after I finish. Because, like, my god, this base is gonna be so big, and especially once I get the functional parts in, that's when it's really gonna shine. Here we go. So I do think what these layers lack in diameter, they make up for in the thickness of the connecty doodles. Why is a female skin? Just wondering. No worries, that is a question that, I mean, I don't have that many viewers, but that's a question that I imagine would become FAQ. For those who don't know, I am any pronouns non-binary, which basically means I'm a dude, I got a cock, I'm comfortable with that, I don't plan on changing that, but I also kind of like to present more feminine, and like I'm fine with whatever gender pronouns you feel like calling me. So, that's the story. But yeah, no problem. Happy to explain. Happy to educate the youths. Yeah, there's no problem with just wondering. Thanks for clearing that up, I really appreciate it. No problem, I appreciate your willingness to learn. Like, honestly, like, I don't mind when people, like, don't know stuff. Like, I have no problem with people not knowing. It's how they react once they learn that it exists. Like, if you're gonna be like, no, that's not, like, fucking that kind of person, then, like, no. But, like, hey, there's nothing wrong with educating yourself. Like, you're like, hey, I don't know this. This is not a thing that I know. But if anyone wants to, like, clear it up and educate themselves, then, like, yeah, I'll clear it up, educate it for you. Help you be a better, like, help you be a better member of society sounds condescending. Like, you're not a bad member of society, you just didn't know, and now you do know. But yeah, so, if y'all ever don't understand stuff like that, I'll gladly help you. I will gladly help you be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, an educated citizen. Because learning is good. Growth is good. Ignorance is not terrible as long as you are able to recognize it and choose to do something about it. That is my take. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And also, I also just realized that one of my cousins is experimenting with their sex and orientation. Hey, good shit, good for them. Hope they're able to be happier because of it. Also, I don't think I've ever seen you in the streams before. In fact, no, I haven't, because I would have already answered that question for you if you were. So, welcome to the stream. It's my grandfather. Hey, that's good. W grandfather. Grandparents, at least the ones that I interact with, I don't know. I've never met a mean grandparent. All my grandparents are chill as fuck. I mean, apparently my granddad was kind of a little morally questionable, maybe a little promiscuous. Not promiscuous, but like, I don't know. He was not a good husband, apparently. So, but I don't know. He was nice. He was nice to me and my sister, and also I didn't see him that much, and also I have his car now, so I appreciate that much. And also now he's dementiated, so whatever. But I don't know, I've never really interacted with like a mean grandparent. Like all the grandparents that I've met, they're just chill as fuck. Like they just love their grandkids unconditionally and just want them to be the happiest motherfuckers alive. As long as their family is real. Based and true. Yeah, my grandparents have always been like chill with me. They never question, like they would never question if I painted my nails. They would just be like, "Oh, that's pretty," because I mean, not to brag, but I've got good taste in nail polish, like color palettes, and I'm good at applying it pretty evenly. So they're just more focused on, damn, you did a good job, than damn, you're a dude wearing nail polish and who has long hair. And also even in like even different aspects of life, they've been, because also change that to the right. Also, my grandparents have just been generally accommodating at the other aspects of life, like mainly just autism. Cause I'm a little bit silly like that, so they've been really good about just like. I mean, I'm not the most high maintenance kind, but like, I don't know, this, like, my weird quirks, like, I need there to be, like, ceiling fans for me to feel at home, like, my old best friend from my old town painted his nails for fun. I mean, valid. Like, come on, it doesn't even have to be a gender or anything, like, painting nails don't have to be gender exclusive. You can be a straight dude and have a sense of style at the same time. We don't judge. But yeah, like, I remember, like, my my nana and my paternal grandparents' house, the room that I sleep in, like, I remember when I was very little, it used to just have a boob light in there. And I think it's like, I don't, actually, I want to say I'm not sure if it was built for ceiling fan use, because it has 2 light switches and only one of them works for the fan. But that could totally just be because it's a remote controlled fan, so you can't wire it for a 2-gang switch out. I don't know, but whatever it is, they were like, okay, this kid likes ceiling fans, we're gonna put a Savoy House Breton in his room. And then also I remember at my maternal grandparents' house, there was like, hey, Chahal, it's been a bit, but I do remember you. I remember the regulars. Whether or not y'all know, we remember. Since I don't know how familiar you are with the lore, I'm building a giant fucking sphere. That's what this is. And we're nearly done. Oh my god, I set my clouds to just be like a tiny bit over build height. So, yeah. There's that. I remember at my maternal grandparents' house, there was like a day where just, I think they had like bulk purchased, I say bulk purchased, I'm pretty sure it was just 2, because they had 1 ceiling fan in the 1 bedroom, and then they got 1 for the other bedroom, and then 1 for outside. Why is that? Uh-oh, is there an oopsie? Okay, I don't know where that glass went. F3B, guide us. Okay, well that glass is just gone. I got like a ton of extra. I think I got like a couple extra stacks of magenta glass, so we will be fine. It looks like that's the only area where Lightmatica did an oopsie. How's life? It's pretty well. Senior year's about to start. I don't know, I'm just gonna try and make that the best year that it can be. Senior year's gonna be my year. I should send some... I concur with that statement. Also, I don't know if the new person is still here, but for those who may be here lurking and are unfamiliar with the rmbu lore, I like ceiling fans a lot. I don't know, it's just... I don't know, different people have their things. Some people it's cars, some people it's trains, some people it's whatever the fuck else people like. I don't know. Makeup's one, I think, if you're like a James Charles fan or another makeup YouTuber, that's whatever. My thing's ceiling fans. I like ceiling fans. I have an alternate YouTube channel where I just like do fan things. Are you obsessed with ceiling fans? Yeah. It's... We've all got our things. Sphere's coming along so nice. So nice. It's gonna be so nice when it's done. Because the storage system, it's gonna be a little tedious, especially to inventory manage. That's gonna not be fun. And also, I think I do want to put a shulker box unloader, which for whatever reason I just didn't factor into the design. For some fucking reason. I feel like it'll be... Since there's kind of like a lot, it's not just... It's a lot less overwhelming. There's not too much of a height map to work with. Width is a lot, but... That's just a thing. I don't know, it's not gonna be this big. There's a lot of variety in blocks. It's like, there's actual, it's like, it's a building, I'm having a stroke. I've been streaming this sphere for 3 hours. We hit the 3-hour mark 15 seconds ago. That is, yeah, I mean, we're creeping up there. We're getting to the end. We're in the home stretch. I guess quite literally the home stretch, because this is gonna be my base. This is gonna be my storage room. It's gonna be where I go to do things. I also, I may end up, like, because I couldn't build my super smelter in my starter base because it's just so big, and that's just not my starter base's vibe. But I may find some way to, like, build it here. Giant ceiling fan. Yeah, just make the sphere and give it some blades. Now, whatever base I build on Yui, probably not going to be this. I don't think any base I build ever is going to be quite like this again for a long time. Because this is fun, this is nice. But it is just, it's so big. It's big. There's a lot of it. I think my ideal style would be something that you can kind of, like, expand upon over time. Like a village, I guess. Sort of like what I had for UE2. I quite like what I had. I actually really like my UE2 base. It wasn't super big, but functionally it was great. There was, like, the main thing I like about it was there was lots of Easter eggs. Like, there was just lots of nooks and crannies to explore. Big on you. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably, my UE3 base will probably be bigger than my UE2 base. Probably not this. This is probably not gonna be a thing. But yeah, I like how in the UE base there were a lot of, like, I don't know, I love bases where there's just a lot to explore. Like, there's just, like, when there's just so many new things. Like, there's so many, like, passageways, secret underground nonsense. Like, there's just a lot of that on the UE2 base. I want to see a big base. I mean, it'll still probably be decently sized. It's just, it's not gonna be 160 block diameter sphere size. I'm gonna keep it a bug. It's not. It'll be big probably. Like, it'll probably be bigger than my season 2 base maybe. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's just not gonna be like this big because this is obscene. And it'll be fit all into one episode, but, like, you guys who are watching the stream, like, you know what you can kind of see what it takes. Like, it takes quite a lot. It's this one that has the glowstone. I can. It's just, I don't really like going slow, because, like, when I start working on something, I don't want to work on anything else, and if I, like, intentionally slow myself down on a base, that's not going to work. And also, I like to plan things. I find it more fun to build when I have, like, it planned, I've got the exact material list, and then when I do that, I like to have all the materials before I start building. And that just doesn't lead itself to something where I can really kind of take my time on it. Like, I don't know, we all have different gameplay styles. I am not like Momo Jumbo. I need to have an exact material list. I need to have planning. I need to, all of the things. I just need to be, I just want to be prepared, make the building process as easy as possible. Also, one thing I thought interesting was, like, Mumbo was saying how he doesn't use Lighmatica because he likes to sort of, like, make mistakes and learn. I like to do that too, but I like to do it in the creative test world, where it doesn't take too much to undo a mistake, you know? Are we on the final shit? Okay. No, we don't want 11. We actually could go with 11 here, honestly. Actually, no, we're gonna go 11. Because, I mean, by the time I need to refill my rockets, I'll already have those two, like, done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll project once if you replace your search history with a wholesome one after you die. Honestly, fair. It's kind of valid. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the SNL toilet death ejector skit. 4 rocket territory. Good lord. Spear's getting big. It's kind of like that, where it's like, you know, like, basically the whole basis of that skit is it's like a satirical product, where if you're on the toilet and you quote-unquote feel yourself dying, you press a button, it just fucking yeets you onto your bed, and then it'll like dispense a smart-looking book from the ceiling, so it's basically dying with dignity. It kind of reminds me of that. I haven't seen the new... well, I've seen it. I will say this. Definitely, if you have Twitter in your bookmarks, do not rename it to X. It will look like an adult video site. Like, I don't know, even if I get used to the whole X name, which it's just fucking stupid. Like, you just named your product a letter. That is the most fucking dumb shit I've ever seen. But even if you do, like, if you, like, if you gotta just keep dead naming X, at least in the bookmarks. Because the icon, it looks like an adult site. And I'm sure just calling it X isn't gonna fucking help. You're just gonna have to dead name X in the bookmarks. Don't feel bad, Elon dead names his child. So, it's fine. And we've already got the 2 extra stacks, so if we need to refill on rockets. Word. And X is a bad name. Yeah, it's literally just a letter. Like, if you Google the letter X, I mean, the results are gonna be pretty mixed. I mean, maybe because it's Twitter, it'll be higher on the list, but like... And also, Twitter is like one of the most recognizable brands in internet history. Like, everybody knows what Twitter is. Nobody knows what fucking... like, to take one of the most iconic internet brands and just completely destroy it. Yeah. I just think it was funny. I've grown out of the Reddit memes being funny phase of my life. I mean, it did sound like he was gonna do a whole bunch of great things. It said he just is transphobic on the platform that he's just rapidly destroying because he can't make a goddamn business decision to save his life. I'm pretty sure most of the business decisions at Tesla aren't even made by him. I wouldn't be surprised if he was more... Because Tesla would not be what it was today if he was the one. I guess maybe he changed X because he wanted to get rid of the bad press with Twitter. Like, my brother in Christ, you started I mean, Twitter was previously memed on for being, like, a shithole filled with a bunch of weird people. Like, A, he did not help that. And B, he's just driving it into the ground. I don't know how the second-gen Roadster is gonna work. That one I'm interested and curious about, because the Model S Plaid... I want to drive one day. I would never own one because I don't like the lack of, like, a gear selector stock. And also capacitive touch for the turn signals isn't really that great for me either. But I think it would be fun to drive one just to see the fucking, like, roller coaster. Like, that is pretty much the fucking, like... That is so far, like, the peak of the electric car market. Like... And because the Roadster is, like, the Roadster... It's meant to be, like, the sporty fast car that's not really built to be practical. Like, you kind of have to be better. I think it's gonna be a convertible. I mean, yeah, Roadsters usually are convertibles. Also goes 250, damn. 250 is crazy. But, like, I'm genuinely interested to see what the fuck they do with the Roadster. Because, I mean, it kind of has to beat the Plaid, I feel like. The Plaid is already, like, That is the gold standard of speed in electric cars, pretty much. Like, you think fast, you think plaid. So, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna one-up that. I'm very interested to watch that progress. Wait, we're on Y314, what the fuck? Okay, well... What do people think? Well, I'm not saying, like, when you think... I meant, like... That's just, like, the fastest electric car. And probably the... It might even be the fastest accelerating production car that man has ever made. That has just ever existed. And it's also, like, the most practically affordable... I mean, it's a supercar. Maybe even a hypercar. I don't really know how you distinguish the two. But it is that. Like, I think the official, like, test number was, like, a 1.90 to 60? That's not right. But yeah, like, it's... Yeah, so it's pretty insane. It's a pretty insane vehicles, and the Roadster, I feel like, logically would have to one-up that, because, like, if it doesn't one-up that, then what the fuck is the point of buying a Roadster? And maybe if it handles a little bit better, but, like, if it's not any better than the Plaid, then, you know, everyone's just gonna buy the Plaid. Because that one's just infinitely more practical. Like, it is a supercar, like, it is a hypercar that you can daily drive with ease. Like, it's a 4-door sedan that you can... I'd like to drive... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it'd be fun to drive a Plaid, but I could never own one, purely because there's no... You have to do the touchscreen to select which direction you want to go in. I know that's probably, like, the dumbest deal breaker out there, but, like, I can't. Like, something as momentous as which direction my 4,000-pound death machine is moving. Like, I need a physical input for that. Okay, so we're on Y... So this is 314. This will be Y315 and 316. Okay, so we're getting close to the... Yeah, we're getting so close. I can feel it. Especially if it's the world's fastest accelerating 4,000-pound death machine. I really want physical inputs to determine which direction it's gonna go, or if it'll even go at all. Even if it was, like, regular buttons, because they do have, like, the PRND thing if the screen fails, but I've heard a mixed consensus on if you can use that all the time or if it only activates when the screen fails. But also B, like, whether if it's the center console, like either the center console or the steering wheel, some stick that I can pull and that decides what direction. I don't know. I need that. I'll settle for steering column. Won't settle for touchscreen. Which also, side note, that also means like I am so fucking gutted with the Model 3 Highland. Like, because it's meant to be a refresh of the Model 3, and it's got... I know it's meant to be cool, but they're doing the thing they're doing with the S and X. Also, it's all S's and X's that have the touchscreen gear selector. And they're gonna do that with the Model 3 Highland. I have my physical stock. Don't take that away from me in the Model 3, too. It also hurts because Model 3 Performance is my dream car. Like, don't... Like, if that happened, I would have to drive pre-facelift, like, pre-Highland Model 3s. Which would probably be annoying to find, somewhat. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how easy that would be to find. I mean, I'd have to do it used, which... If it's a dream car, you kind of want it to be new, if it's going to be, like, the dream. You know that Teslas can tow? Yeah. They can't. Any car can tow if you put a tow hitch on it, honestly. People think you need big trucks to tow, but you really don't. Now, you might need a bigger truck to tow, like, a fucking ginormous thing. like your average towing job. Well, normal cars can handle that just fine. There's a beige Volkswagen Passat in my neighborhood that has a tow hook on it. We're back. Alrighty. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4 layers left. Kind of thought there'd be less, but you know what? It's fine. So I guess 320 is right. Yeah, I think that. Okay, yeah, I think 320. I don't know why I got 318. I guess 320 is right. Okay, so there's still a little more. We still got 4 layers left. But it's 110. We can do that. We just gotta be quick. We just gotta make this quick. Just quickly speed through. I wish I could go full speed through, but you can't because Lightmatica won't switch to the right block sometimes. Then you place the wrong block. And I don't want to do that even though I know it doesn't matter. I'm weird, alright? I'm just weird. Let me be weird. Okay, 28. Amazon Echo just made a funny noise. It just beeped at me. Wait, I'm gonna make a penis. Good enough. Whee! Okay, final shulker box. That's more than 11. Okay. But also, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we might need to dip into this a little bit, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 rockets. You need 4 rockets to get up to the top of this thing. See, the parts where it's just magenta we can go fast on. Because we know we don't need to shift colors. Glowstone. Oh, this is so good. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This sphere is about to be done. Just like 3, 4 more layers. I mean, that's fucking nothing. It's gonna be a little annoying, but I mean, compared to the shit we've been doing through this whole stream, it's not much. We placing blocks, placing so much glass. Oh, this is gonna be the final shot in the time lapse. This is gonna take a while. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I don't know what I'm saying because this is not going to take that long. It's going to be a little annoying because diameters are girthier. Like the rings are girthier, but the diameter itself is smaller, so it's kind of like trade-off, kind of. Got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just 3 left. Then we're done. Build will be complete. Well, not the build, the sphere part. The sphere will be complete. Well, there will be a giant sphere. And then because there's gonna be a period of like, if someone just happens to like see this and log on, they're gonna be like, what the why the fuck is there just a giant sphere here? This serves no purpose, why does it exist? And then little do they know, soon, because I'll start the, I'll start the actual, like, functional part. It's gonna be so nice, it's gonna be so nice, it's gonna be so nice. Yeah, now we've gotta finish the stream. It's only 1:15. I feel like I checked pretty recently and I remember it only being 1. Well, that might be wrong. Back. Welcome back. So yeah, we're gonna, remember before I was saying I didn't know if I was gonna end up finishing this today. Like, I knew that I could, but I just didn't know if I would need a break. Well, no, now we're committing. We're finishing this thing today. Ideally this stream, unless something goes catastrophically wrong. And then Ashy was also on yesterday while I was, like, halfway through the sphere. It might have been yesterday, I don't know. At some point when I was about halfway through the sphere, she was working on... She was, like, actually doing work on her mega base. She was draining an ocean monument for her base. No, she was placing the glass. And then she was gonna place the sand, then she had finished placing the glass and was starting to place the ocean monument sand. Bunch of emojis, so true. Also the yes, that is so true. Yes, indeed. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be a piece of cake. This is nothing. This is about to be nothing. Yeah, the sphere. The megasphere. That's its name. It's the megasphere. I don't know if this is something that Green would look at it and be like, yeah, that's mega. I'm calling it mega. This is a mega base. If you disagree, then you have not built one of these. Clearly. Like 40 shulker boxes. Just one more, yeah. I just need to do this. And then get the actual, like, functional part done. Ultra spherical ball. The mega ball. If this was made out of iron blocks, I could call it the ball of steel. Which would have been funny, but I like this better. Okay. There's 2 more layers left, lads. 2 more. Also, I love that you can see the glowstone reflect at the bottom of the glass. I fucking love shaders, man. That flight's always fun. Woo. Stretch. Also gonna need to render this replaymod recording. That's gonna be fun, because 3.5 hours of it. Which is a lot. But yeah, final couple layers. And then, I mean, there's the quartz layer, but I'm not even counting that as a layer, because that's just easy. Like, that takes nothing. So, for all intents and purposes, just 2 more layers, one of which we're starting right now. And then a quartz, and also the quartz border layer, we can just, like, sprint through it super fast, because it's only one block. Like, it's only one type of block. So we don't have to worry about it placing the wrong block, because I'm going too fast for it. Because it's only gonna have quartz, it's only gonna try and place quartz. It's only got quartz to place. I'm so excited, man. I'm fucking excited. I know I say this a lot, but I am so excited. I have never taken on a project this big before. Don't know if I will after, but I don't know, I'd say it's been overall a positive experience. It's been a lot of work. That's for goddamn sure. But, I mean, I'm gonna be, even just flying through it as an empty sphere, like, with the fucking huge ball that it is, and being able to be like, yeah, I built this in survival mode. I gathered all those materials myself. I didn't care for any second. I'm just kidding. It was alright. But preferred not to. I'm out of glowstone. I didn't notice that. I don't know why I thought it had just already placed the... Yeah, I dipped to her. This might be our last stack of... This is probably going to be our last stack of glowstone, actually. We're already like halfway done with this layer. 4 rockets. Okay, so it's... Well, first let me just check around here, make sure we're not missing any. I thought okay, no, I thought I saw something that was just glass. Just an effect caused by the glass. Okay, it was this layer. Why the fuck am I trying to figure out which layer it was? Like, we already have glowstone in on this layer. There we go. Was there also a... Nope. Why did I think there was a... Okay, we got glowstone in our inventory. This will probably be our last glowstone. Our last glowstoning. 4 hours out. Yeah, also the trip that my dad and I are going on is going to be a road trip. It's not going to be like a long fucking North Carolina level one. It's just going to be to like Central Florida and stuff like that. But I did a whole fucking... I did a 5-day trip. Just like non-stop, multi-hour drive. I don't want to do another. I want to take a break, and if I do go on a trip, I want it to be a... I don't know, weirdly... It's weird. My dad loves road trips, and isn't... I think it's mostly because he flies for work a lot. So, flying just isn't anything special, but road trips like special, which, yeah, I get that. But I don't like road trips. Like, I'm sorry. They're inefficient. I know it's about the journey, not the destination. No, it's about the destination. I want to get where I need to be, and I want to do so at utmost efficiency. And also, I like airplanes and airports, because I'm autistic as fuck. So ask your dad. No, I mean, it's a college tour thing, so like, it's important or whatever. I get the importance. It's just I don't want to. I just don't want to. I've already got like 4 colleges I'm happy with. Maybe 2 more. I don't know. I'm trying to. I think it's UCF and USF. I don't know. We'll see if I like them. Don't know if I will. We'll find out. That's why we're going. Yeah, there is actually an airport in Orlando, I think, which I don't know if that's near. I don't know. I just prefer airplane travel. It's quicker. And even if it's not quicker, you're still doing more things. Like, I don't know, you're busier in an airport. Last glass layer, guys. We ready? I am. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's hit it. Yeah, we're gonna have to refill our glass one last time. I'm okay with that. Yeah, get our magenti. Can you go from over directly? Same for my image. Oh, okay, so yeah, I guess road trip would... I still have F3B on. I guess a road trip would be the only option. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of road trips. If I can fly somewhere, I want to fly somewhere. Like, I love driving, not non-stop for multiple hours. Okay, so we can't get the full 11 there. I mean, we'll get the full 11 pink glass. We won't need it, but we can. And then just for shits and giggles, let's get some rockets. So we can have some on me. And let's finish this goddamn sphere. Maybe we can learn how to fly. True. Let's finish this goddamn sphere, guys. Let's go. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. We're finishing the sphere. Oh, I've been dreading the sphere. Honestly, the main reason I've had to take like hour sessions at a time is because you see all that and you get just demotivated, so you gotta break it up to get back motivated. It's a struggle. These are not easy. These are not easy. Unless you're a certain level of masochist, they aren't fun. But you know what? You push through, and now it's about to be done. I've been not looking particularly forward to this sphere, and now look at this. We're doing the last glass layer, and then there's just the quartz layer, but that doesn't even fucking mean anything. Like that's easy. It's like baby shit in comparison to what I've had to deal with for the past couple days. I just want to see it done. Me too, buddy. Me too. That's why we're here. That's what we're here for. We're about to see it done. Well, I mean the sphere part, not the storage part. That is not happening this stream. I'm not even gonna start that this stream. This stream is we're gonna finish the sphere, have the satisfying conclusion, and then I'm gonna take a slight rest. But you know what? We got the sphere. I was intimidated by the sphere initially, maybe even a little, yeah, scared of it. I saw it in the testing world. It didn't look so big in the testing world. It looked too good not to build, but I saw it and I was like, oh my god. Like, this is one of those things you look at and you're like, oh no. But we got past that. We pushed through it. And now there's a sphere. There's about to be a fully completed sphere with 6 holes. 6 entrance-exit holes. One of which will actually be functional for our handicap elevator. Actually, contest. Yeah, I'm fucking capable of shit. I built this sphere with my own 2 hands. I didn't even use sand dupers for the glass, and I still wish I could have. But you know what? I gathered all this by hand, which it was a pain in the ass that I would not recommend that I would never do again, but I mean, flex. It's a flex. So I guess that's something. It does feel a little good to have done all this with my hands, but my god, it's not worth it. Country in Florida names. There's a county. There's Florida named Citrus. I didn't know that, but also I'm not surprised that there's a county in Florida called Citrus County, considering... Oh my god, we finished the layer. We finished. Not quite, there's a hole. Hole check. There's a cloud in the way, that's how high up we are. Oh my god, I just like... Oh my god, we did it. We finished the glass. I mean, here, you know what, let's do the quartz layer. We're doing the quartz layer. We're speedrunning that shit. Nighttime, be nighttime faster. Magenta glass, get in there. Pink shit, get in there. Glowstone, get in there. We don't need you. We sleep through the night. We get a couple stacks of quartz, because I know it's a little over a stack per border. I learned that when I did the bottom one. It's this, nope. Is this one? Okay. Let's just get like 2 stacks. And we go up here. We do that. Oh my god. I'm giggling giddily. I'm giddily giggling. Now look at this, we can just sprint across it and okay, we can't quite sprint because my aim's not good enough for that. But we can do this, oh my god. Yes, finally, me too, buddy, me too. There it is, we're done. Oh my god. My voice just did not like that, but my god, we did it. We have a sphere, we did it, we have the sphere. Can stop the replay, stop the cameras. Okay. Let's free cam look at this bitch. We have to set our render distance to 15. Probably not fully 15, but I don't know. Multiples of 5. 2 water bucket clutch? Fuck no. Look at this, you can't even see it fully in the normal 10 render distance in 68 FOV. You go up to 15. My god, look at it. Let's get them borders out. My god, there's just a giant sphere. You can't look at it from far away. You can get the entire thing in frame at 50. Oh my god, it's real. Toggle the rendering on because we're gonna need that later. Okay, we're a little laggy at 15 render distance. I'm gonna need that for the replay recording. Send to your gatekeep. Oh yeah, I should have gotten a screenshot while I was in free cam. Look at this. Rockets. Look at this. I'm flying inside of the giant sphere. I know it probably doesn't look like that much on camera, but it looks like a fucking lot to me. It feels like a lot. I built this. I mean, you guys have only seen 2 streams of this. But I've seen all of it. I've built all of it. I've experienced all of it. Look at this. It's like sort of pixely, switching between pink and purple. What does it look like without shaders? I'm sure it looks... Yeah, I mean, it's better with shaders, honestly. Let's put the shaders back. Oh no! There's a hole! Okay, yeah, we do need to do that. Yeah, there's gonna be things that get missed, probably, so I don't know what block it is, so we're just gonna get a stack of all the things that we would need. And like 48, nah. Okay, where was the hole? Hole... I saw it, I know it's there somewhere. I know you're there. I am not able to be hidden from. Okay, I mean, clearly I am, but like, fucking come on. Okay, here, we're gonna try something. Schematic placement, configure, schematic verifier. Start verification. Okay. Extra blocks. Okay. Schematic placements. Schematic verifier. Wrong states. Okay, there's no wrong states. Start verification. All. Info HUD on. Okay, so I have the verification thing set up. But it's not showing me. Okay, let's take off shaders, because Lightmatic and shaders don't always play nice. Okay, see, there's a hole. Oh, because I have it set by layer. Okay. Set layer mode to all. Yep. Okay. Okay, so it's a little bit behind me. There was one. Okay, so now I do. Schematic placements, configure. Fucking schematic verifier on, start verification on, let's reset data, info HUD on, start verification. Oh, that's just the birch trees fucking with me. I thought it was red because I know schematic. Okay, there we go. I can see the red outline thingies. So we can just look for red outlines. And then... Okay, so there's a couple incorrect blocks. I feel like, oh, there's literally one right here. Yeah, okay, so we're not gonna quite get it right. Fully 100% first try. I set it to info HUD on and I set it to rendering all. We're gonna need a glowstone there. And that's red, so we don't want that. Let's see, I saw one over here. Pink glass. You're not rendered all layers. Yeah, now it's all layers rendered. Okay, actually the best way to do this is to go inside the sphere. Because then you can easily see the incorrects. Such as over here, there's something. It's behind me. Okay, it's like... Oh, because it's an unnecessary. Oh, it's an unnecessary down there. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. You have 900, 911. Okay, so gonna want to go back one, back another, and then theoretically right below me here is the one that's unnecessary. Theoretically right below here is the one that's... Okay, there we go. We fixed it. We've got an incorrect block. That is on here somewhere. Yeah, sometimes when you're building shit like this, the blocks are just constantly alternating in your inventory, you're gonna have situations like that occur. Is there anything else on the top that I need to worry about? No. Okay, so the top is good. Now I just need to check on the sides for shit. Sides are looking... Okay, there needs to be a block there that doesn't exist. Okay, you gotta get like up close to them and really inspect them. It's also annoying because red is one of the, like, something's wrong colors. And purple's also something that's wrong color. So yeah, pink and purple building blocks while troubleshooting in Litematica. Not great. But it looks like that is just about everything. Yeah, I think we've just about finished. Is that something? No. That's just the pink reflecting. Let's wait for it to get nighttime, because nighttime's actually helpful, because the Litematica glows in the dark. So let's wait for it to get nighttime. I wish I could sleep in cars, yeah. let's see, it's darker. So let's see if we have any fun hologram outlines. Doesn't look like we do. Still feel like there was the one that was around here that needs to be patched, but I guess I patched it. Because I mean, yeah, like look at this. No errors. Oh, nope, there's one error. Okay. I didn't see that. So the error is this way. I'm located here, so we're gonna want to turn left and then go up there. With the hole that I saw earlier. Okay. Placed. Now let's do... Those are not blocks I can stand on. Now let's do schematic verifier just to be absolutely certain. Schematic placements, configure, schematic verifier, start verification, extra blocks, error. Expected error found. Okay, so there's still a couple of extras which might be outside. It looks like there's one of each color, so we just need to look outside for a purple hologram on a build that is pink and purple. Yeah, you can see why that's not fun. Oh, okay, I found one of them. It's on the nether portal wing. So it's on this wing. There she is. No more of that. I gotta make sure the sphere's perfect, you know? And over here, sort of in between that. Let's see, yep. There it is. Okay, that's our extra. Okay, now M, schematic placements, configure, schematic verifier, start verification. Why is it still saying that there's more? Because I guess there is more. Okay. Now there's one of each color. So you can break. So now we look around the giant sphere. Okay, yeah, so it looks like this one might be like a top. Like on the top somewhere? Okay, maybe it's on the inside somewhere. I've just managed to miss it. It's definitely nicer doing this at night, because then it feels like it's easier to see any holograms that glow in the dark, like these ones. Okay, so now we'll look down here. I didn't see anything in here, so I don't feel like there should be things in here. Okay, so maybe it is on the bottom and I just am blind. Sphere does look fucking sick though. I'm inspecting the sphere's underside. Not seeing anything. Go up to around mid-level. I wish you could like do scroll wheel too. Well, my earbuds. Cam. It's like, this thing's fucking massive. I want to fly around it faster. Configure, schematic verifier, start verification. I mean, there's a pink stained glass where there's not supposed to be one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's here at -7, 265 -469. Okay. So it looks like it's on this axis somewhere. Why can I not see it currently? It's 10, 71. Yep, that looks like it. There we go. Okay, schematic placements. Schematic placements, configure. Schematic verifier, start verification. Okay, none of this. There's a lot of missing redstone dust. Pink stained glass. I mean, yeah, that's just... That is going to be... There's like windows in my base. Magenta stained glass. There's just one. Okay, so unless there's some pink stained glass that I managed to not see, which I don't think there is, because I feel like I would have seen that. Yeah, I guess if there's just a singular hole, we either know it's pink stained glass or glowstone. It could be glowstone, but I don't see any. I don't see any blues. We now know that there's no extra blocks. So we would be able to see everything from the inside, and I see no blue outlines. So, I think we're done. We're just gonna single layer, turn back on the shaders, and now the sphere. Oh yes, it's so fucking beautiful with shaders. That's gonna be it for the stream. Yeah, I'm tired. I've finished the sphere. That still feels crazy to say. I've finished. The sphere's done. Sphere's all ready. Let's just put my shit away. But yeah, that is the end of the sphere. This is actually where I started the stream. And as you can see, there's now a complete sphere above me. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad it's all... The sphere's ready, and now I just have to do the functional part. Which is going to be kind of annoying, but it's fine. Thank you for watching. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe button. This is going to be a video. I need to go render the replay mod footage of everything you just saw. Be sure to diarrhea doo-doo your pants. And